Crookston Pirate Sports on the KROX TV, brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Northland Community and Technical College, the Benedictine Living Community of Crookston, Andy Omen State Farm, the Crookston School District, the University of Minnesota Crookston in the city of Crookston, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Athletics on KROX TV.
And we are live here at KROX Radio Stadium as we have a soccer doubleheader for you on both KROX Radio and KROX TV. Girls soccer comes first as the Crookston Pirates take on the Wolves of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. I'm Gabe Bishop here with you. Let's turn our starting lineups real quick. Actually, I think we're about to have an anthem here, so then we'll get ready to roll after that. Yes, we will. So we will take a break, and we will come back after this anthem for the opening kick here on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easy.
And we are back here at KROX Radio Stadium, just about to get this one underway. We'll run through the lineups real quick. Brought to you by our friends at Napper Crookston Welding and Machine. First for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. They are 3-4 on the season. They'll be starting senior Delaney Collins out and striker. Defender Allie Miller, the sophomore. And a lot of their attack is young. You have 8th grader Grace Pepin, freshman Zoe Cox, and sophomore Piper Burns up in the midfield. And on defense is where you have a lot more of the veterans, seniors Lexi Gardner and Caitlin Bogey, which is things I don't get on the golf course. Emma Langerville as well will be in the mix between middle and defense for the Wolves. In goal is Natalie Dixon, the junior. And for the Crookston Pirates, they will be going out like this. They have freshman Jenica Reese, senior Maddie Knutson, and junior Brooklyn Waldo, along with junior Aubrey Bartram up in the front. Kayla Tarrin, the senior, leads the midfield line. Kira Daniels in that line as well, with Cambry Wongen, the 7th grader, getting the start alongside freshman Kinsley Wongen. You've also got freshman Anna Helstab and senior Nichelle Telez Vasquez. And in goal, you have Shia Burnett, the sophomore. Crookston in their home blues. They'll be moving right to left on your radio dial if you're listening with us here. And the goalie is in neon green. Goalie is in bright pink for the Wolves, who otherwise are in all whites. We are just about ready to go as Taryn stands over the ball. Is waiting for the go-ahead, and here we go. As we start a soccer doubleheader here on KROX Radio and KROX TV with Maddie Knutson being pressured immediately, hounded by Pepin. Goes down, no whistle, and now it's going to roll back to the defense. Bit of a hesitation, and now able to move with it is Delaney Collins, but had it knocked away. And coming back the other direction will be Lily Cairns. Cairns moving it up ahead. The Wolves trying to get something going quickly around the 25-yard line. Moving inside, chipping it ahead. And an opportunity here. They shoot one, and that's going to be to the left and outside. And it'll be a goal kick for Shia Burnett to get this one underway. Pressure put on by Elizabeth Cairns. You have Lily Cairns, the senior. Elizabeth Cairns is the junior. Burnett will watch. As Knutson will take this goal kick for her. Lets it go on a low line drive, gets deflected, rolling towards Daniels, gets cut off there by Collins. Collins moving ahead and fighting through Grace Pepin there in the vicinity and sent all the way back towards midfield. That was a good clear out. Family day here for the Pirate Girls as that one was shanked out of bounds on a clear attempt by Caitlin Bogey. Brought out all the family that they had, whether it be parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. They even had one family. There was only one person in the stands when they announced it, and it was someone's brother, and he just didn't want to come down, but he was the only one in the stands, so he got called out and filmed and everything. He probably should have come down in the stands. Chipped up ahead, and trying to run it down. There's an opportunity here, and it gets deflected away at the last second as coming in to try and take a shot was Kira Daniels, but had it knocked away by the defense of the Wolves and kept alive by Lexi Gardner. Nearly drilled in the face was Collins, then gets knocked out of bounds by Knutson. So good push by the Pirate offense. Of course, they beat Melrose 3-1 earlier in the week. Had a tough one against East Grand Forks, and they lost 8-0. And then it was a close game against Pelican Rapids, and ended up being a 1-0 loss. And that goal was allowed in the second half. But they've been trying to get all these pieces together, and it's slowly but surely working out for them. Up ahead, trying to get there in time, not able to, was Michaela Tarrant. It gets sent out of bounds for another throw. Jenica Reese will be the one to take it to the freshman. Steps in and fires, gets deflected by Collins, and that's a perfect touch to allow Taryn to run it down. Taryn going to do a centering ball, didn't get all of it, but they couldn't keep it in bounds, and it's going to be a corner kick. So a bit of a mistake there by Gardner as her foot tipped it out into the side of the net, and we'll have our first corner kick of the evening. When you were just in the third minute. Got to go track this ball down, and now we'll get ready to roll with it. Waldall will be the one to take the corner kick. Pirates looking to strike early. Waldall waits and lets it go. It's a low squib and sent way out by the Wolves. In fact, it cleared the fence, and it's now rolling towards the track and field sectors back there, and so it'll be a throw-in from around the Happy Joe's logo down on the field for the Pirates. Here in the 4th minute, had one corner kick to get things started. Back over to Reese, trying to chip it ahead. Nice pass. Knutson trying to knock it down, tried to clear it. Gardner's there. Gardner looking to move it away, and able to get it up to Pepin. Pepin had it deflected and out of bounds by Jenica Reese. It'll be a throw-in for the Wolves, trying to get out of their own defensive zone. Nice pressure early on by the Pirates as we're 4 minutes into this game. No score. Throw-in was headed through the water coolers. I think if you tried that 100 times to just fit it through that gap and not knock them down, you wouldn't be able to do it again. That's pretty impressive. Lily Cairns will throw this one in. High in the air, deflected, and they will move it back up towards midfield. That's where Taryn is. Taryn pushes it up ahead, and that pass gets intercepted. It got knocked away by Allie Miller. Wolves pushing with Elizabeth Cairns, but nice Pirate defense to take it away. Bartram moves it up ahead. Waldall, and trying to chase this one down. Able to get there. Trying to push it up for Knutson, and gets knocked out of bounds by Gardner. Now again, the Pirate pressure. Getting off to a pretty good start. Looking to hope to keep it that way. It'll be a throw-in from just inside the 10-yard line on the far side. Lobbed in, headed backwards, and a little chase for it, and just able to get there in time. Lunging out to grab it was Natalie Dixon. It was headed back by her own teammate. And Jenica Reese had a lane to get there, just a step behind. And now coming back the other way is Pepin. Pepin fighting with Anna Hellstab. They're still fighting with one another. And now the player goes down to the ground and not going to call anything. That was pretty physical play, but they're not going to whistle it as any sort of foul. Up ahead, back the other way of the Pirates. Little overrun that time by Daniels. And it'll be chipped back in. And played by Emma Landreville. Landreville, pressure coming over to Collins. Collins tried to get it to Pepin, gets knocked away. Still fighting for it. Knudsen chips it up ahead, and it'll be back towards Landreville, who sends it into the middle. Pardon me, that was Bogey who sent it into the middle. And taking it back the other way, trying to chip it out, but now an opportunity for the Wolves as coming back is Elizabeth Cairns. Cairns flying down the field, getting into the blue turf, takes a shot off the hands of Burnett, knocks it away, and able to get back and fall on it. Nice job by Shia Burnett. Had to go up and grab that, couldn't squeeze it. It got pushed in front of her and then comes out to about the 2-yard line to catch it. Now punts it back to Collins, couldn't keep it in front of her. Jenica Reese tried to clear it. It gets taken away by Lily Cairns. Up ahead, a little swing and a miss, and it's going to be brought back, and pushing are the Wolves again, but able to send it out of bounds successfully is on a held stab, forcing a throw. Of course, in this field, they don't want anybody with these soccer spikes walking on the track, so you got kids running around and helping track the ball. The throw in, everybody just kind of goes away from it, and it's chipped up ahead on a left-footed shot that time by Piper Burns, and Burnett has their second save of the, it's morning still. We're still in the 11 o'clock hours. Second save of the morning. Boys soccer will follow this against the Royals of Watertown-Maryer. Liam Stats will have the call for that one. And this one will be sent back out of bounds around the 40-yard line. And throw-in will come for the Wolves. In the 8th minute here, no score. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday so far. I'm sure after these soccer games, after you're done listening to both of these, you'll be turning your attention to football. We have Go for Football on the air tonight. And by tonight, we really mean tonight. It's a 9:30 pregame against Cal Berkeley, and that's the downsides of Big Ten football on the West Coast now, is that you'll get a lot of these late kicks. But the Gophers have the potential to go 3-0. Cal is also 2-0, but they've arguably played less competition than the Gophers have, and they played Northwestern State. Coming out of the game for the Pirates will be Taryn as the throw-in for the Pirates, trying to move it past the midfield stripe. Tangling up there, and good work by Daniels, pushing it all the way inside the 40 before the Wolves could get a hand on it after scrapping with it at midfield. Back the other way. Pirates trying to keep it in bounds. They do. Going down the sideline here. Trying to center one a little too far ahead of Reese, and sliding to stop it before it goes out of bounds for a goal kick is Dixon. That goal kick got knocked down, and the Pirates have an opportunity with Knudsen fighting and taken away by Bogey and able to clear it. So the Pirates will have to try again on the 30-yard line. It gets knocked down and coming back the other way. Here comes Lily Cairns. Cairns up ahead, up to Elizabeth Cairns. Moving forward, now back inside, centering ball, and gets knocked away. He's trying to find Zoe Cox. Sent back out to the 15-yard line. And that another shot attempt was knocked down by the defense. And it'll be played inside the 30, and coming back the other way are the Wolves with Pepin. Collins trying to center one, knocked away. A lot of spin on that ball, trying to clear it. And able to chip it out ahead, but Reese, can she get it? Keep it in bounds? No, she cannot. It'll be a throw-in for the Wolves. Throw in, knocked down. Lily Cairns. Oh, that's a good pass and an open look. Shot save by Burnett on that attempt by Elizabeth Cairns. Sprawling out to her right to make that stop. 3 saves on 3 shots. Dixon has 1 save on 1 attempt. And that goal kick, Burnett did not get all of that. Took a sharp left turn, and it'll be ball in favor of the Wolves. They'll throw it in. Collins will take it back at the 25, being chased by Reese. Makes a nice move. Looking to move it upfield. Centers one. Gets by Pepin. Deflected. Opportunity here. And Cox couldn't get a shot off. It's sent away by the Pirates. Cambry Wong in over there. There'll be another throw-in for the Wolves. They'll move quickly. Launch it up ahead. Knocked away by Knudsen. Trying to chase it down. Kept there by Lily Cairns. Chips it forward and trying to get it out, and this one will roll and be played by Burnett. That ball was going wide, so we'll put a save on that, but Burnett picks it up and will be ready for another goal kick. Looking for a better one, does deliver a better one out beyond the 30. Hit Lily Cairns in the shoulder, didn't see where it went. Up ahead, and now here comes Knudsen. He got a 2-on-1, but you got to wait to prevent from going off sides, and that's what causes it to mess up. But they get an opportunity to fire it long distance, and it goes wide left. That was a smart play to try and push it, but it was understood immediately out there by Waldo that if you get beyond, that was Kinsley Wongan, excuse me, if you get beyond the 20-yard line in front of the defense, that whatever you do is not going to count. So you had to hold up. Knudsen also saw that and slowed down, and that gave the opportunity for the Wolves to come and chase him down. Goal kick on the way. Gets knocked down. Knudsen's there. Just sends it back in on a couple bounces, and Dixon will let it go out of bounds before Reese can get there. Another goal kick on a low-line drive out to the 30-yard line. Pepin had taken away by Jenica Reese. Good ball up to Knudsen. Couldn't keep it off her heel, though, and here comes Collins. Collins turning on some speed and had it kicked away by Bartram. It'll actually be, they say it was tipped last by the Wolves, so it'll be a Pirate throw. I didn't see where that occurred, but you know what? We'll take it. There's nothing wrong with that. Throw into Reese, and Collins comes in after she touches it. She puts it into center. Cox, broken up by Bartram. Back at the 45, Knudsen's got it. Straight ahead. A little too far. Trying to chase that one down. And the Wolves up ahead in front of the 40. Sent back in by the Pirates, providing some pretty solid pressure. Here comes Pepin. Pepin on the move. Being pursued by Reese. Pepin still going. Has Hellstab in front of her. Centering ball looking for Collins. Everybody misses it, so it rolls into the center. It goes back to Collins and gets taken away. Fighting for it, Bartram with Collins. Back is Reese. Able to knock it all the way towards the midfield stripe. And they kept it in bounds. And I thought they wanted to let it go out of bounds. That didn't happen. And Hallie Perry, the 7th grader in the game for the Pirates, adding some more pressure. Here's Knudsen. Knudsen stop and go. Kind of keep it in bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Collins. So a good play there by the Pirates. Good work by Perry. Again, 7th grader. There are a combined 8 7th graders, 4 on each side on the varsity roster. Out of all the sports I could see that happening, soccer is probably the one where it's most likely. Into the corner. 2 Pirates fighting with 1 Wolf, and gets taken away. Daniels trying to center one. Popped up into the air, and they prevented a corner kick. Trying to clear it. Getting up ahead Lily Cairns couldn't keep it. A little push in the back, nothing whistled. Fighting is Knutson and gets sent toward the corner. Who last touched that? And they're going to say it was last touched by the Wolves, so it'll be a throw-in just in front of the corner for the Pirates. 24:40 to go in this first half. 3 shots for the Wolves, 1 for the Pirates. All of them have been saved. And trying to center one up. Perry turns around. Knutson, shot is blocked. Gets knocked down. Collins, and able to clear it away. Takes a weird bounce. Is trying to cut that one off. It's sent over to the sideline. Wolves getting it beyond midfield now. Now looking to push the other direction. Taking off. Flying down, good numbers. Shot from long distance on 2 hops. Shia Burnett. Puts that one away, and she's got 4 now in this first half. Lines up. Another goal kick that went to the left, and Collins is there to cut it off. Makes a move around, held stab. Collins trying to cut it upfield. Collins is wide open with no one around her. Shot, and it's knocked down by Burnett. Got a left hand out and pushes it wide for a corner. Great save. First corner kick for the Wolves as a response of that great play by Burnett. Making sure the goal is still where they need it to be. Got a hand on it, hit the side of the net. It might have even hit the post on the outside of it. But Burnett was the one that started that. Corner kick on the way, and that goes wide and behind the net, and it'll be a goal kick. Nice job by Burnett. And the Pirates can send it back the other way. Taryn is going to check back into the game. And coming out will be Cambry Wongan. And hesitating, waiting here is Knutson. Knutson will be the one to take the goal kick. Hop, skips, fires on a line drive. Knocked down by the Pirates at the 20-yard line. And able to get it up ahead to Daniels. Daniels puts some English on it to Waldall. Sends it upfield. It's beyond and tracked down. Pirates trying to chip it ahead. There was nobody there, though, as Perry was hoping someone was with her. And don't think they were able to keep it in bounds. They were not. So a good throw-in attempt for the Pirates here around the 30-yard line. So we approach the halfway point here of the first half. Lobs a throw in. Trying to chase it down. Kept alive. That ball might have been deflected, and it was. So it's going to be a corner kick. Second one for the Pirates. In the 19th minute here, we're at 21-21 remaining. Waldall to take it. Pirates have put on a good show so far, looking to get something in as a result. Chipped up ahead. And couldn't get a foot on it or a head on it, and the Wolves are able to clear this one away. Pinballs around all the way back to the 40, trying to get it back in, and the Wolves' stout defense pushing it back up to midfield. But the Pirates, oh boy, they got it back the other way. They could push. Perry trying to get there. Fighting with Gardner. Gardner all the way in the corner. Gardner and Perry just locking up. Gardner spins around, left foot, gets around one, trying to send it to the sideline, cut off by Reese. But couldn't keep it on her foot, finds Knutson. Knutson chips ahead. Big hit as players go down. And that's going to be on the Wolves. First time we're calling the name of Layla Krukeberg, the sophomore substitute who came in. And it'll be a free kick for the Pirates at the 15-yard line. As we hit the halfway mark of this first half, Boys soccer will follow this one. Knudsen lets it rip wide left. Goal kick on the way. Sent down to the 30-yard line, played by the Pirates. Knudsen fighting again, back and forth with Lily Cairns, and I think it hit someone in the hand. And it might have hit Knudsen on the forearm. That's a handball, and sent all the way down by the Wolves. Putting on some more out of pressure up ahead. Here come the Pirates again. Waldall, and was that tipped? No, it'll be a goal kick. Again, good offensive pressure. That's exactly what Coach Reese was looking for. Even though we will have another soccer game after this, we'll try to get Coach Reese up here as quick as possible. She did tell me when I talked to her today, I'm going to get up there as fast as I can. And if you've ever seen Sarah Reese, you know she can turn on the jets when she has to. He's all over the place, does a lot of great work, not only for the school, but for the community, over Polk County Public Health. All sorts of different things that she does. Here come the Wolves, up straight ahead. Pepin, Burnett's going to come out and kick it away. Waited until the very last second before Pepin got there and set it to the left. If she messed that one up, there was nothing stopping Pepin from scoring. But it worked. And it'll be a throw-in for the Wolves. Under 18 minutes to go here. That was close. They lob it in. Collins couldn't touch it. Knocked down, loose in front, and in comes Burnett. Hit off the foot of Knudsen and went backwards. And Burnett will be ready for another punt. On the way, out toward the 40, knocked down by Collins. Knudsen just sends it way ahead looking for Perry. Bogey will bring it back to midfield. Knudsen's right there. Lining up the Pirates to move again. Trying to get it to Perry. Goes beyond the legs of Bogey. It's a foot race. Gardner trying to get there first and does, but Perry is still going to force her back into the corner again. Tries to make a move. Couldn't keep it in bounds. And the Pirates will throw in from around the 15. They get it in quickly. It's Perry guarded by Collins. Sent out. Who'd that touch last? And it touched the Pirates last, unfortunately, so it'll be a throw in from near the corner. And Bogey will be the one to take it for the Wolves. Caitlin Bogey, one of the 4 seniors on this team. Trying to clear it out. It gets knocked down, but it goes right back to Lily Cairns, who will take off beyond the 30. Up to the 40. Gets cut off. That pass, that was a great ball. And now moving up ahead are the Wolves again. But the Pirates able to cut it off around the 30. Not so. And coming back again. Here's a shot. Save made by Burnett. Piper Burns just followed through from midfield all the way down to the 15-yard line. But Burns couldn't get much of anything on it. Back inside midfield. On the left side, Collins now has some room to run. And here comes Delaney Collins, the senior. Held stab, fighting with her, goes down. And that was last touch by Collins. Tried to win the physicality fight against Heldstab, but didn't realize that Heldstab didn't even touch the ball, so that didn't end up working at all. They throw it in a little too far. Lily Cairns back to Collins. Took that one shot. That was a sprawling save by Burnett. Back into the middle of the field by Heldstab. Chipped with some spin on it. Cairns working around Perry. This is Lily Cairns. Up ahead to Gardner. Gets knocked away by Bartram. And will push it forward, but it gets cut off by Krukeberg. Bartram didn't hit that one clean. It'll be back inside the 30. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. No score. 6-2 shots on 62 shots in favor of the Wolves. 6-1 in shots on goal. As the second shot for the Pirates is a free kick that went wide left. Owen inside the 40. Moving up ahead. There was wide open Pepin, but it gets knocked down at the last second. Trying to move in again. Good defense by the Pirates. Collins with the fight of Reese. Chips it up away from there. Bartram has Waldall in front of her. This has a lot of open room, but dribbled a little too far in front of her feet. Players ran into each other. Ball gets sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolves. So they'll throw it in with just over 14 minutes to go. Out of bounds, and it'll be a Wolves throw-in now. Taking their time before throwing this one in. Krukeberg. That hit someone's arm? No, it didn't look like it. It might have. Well, it did look like it, but they don't call it. Now the Pirates moving ahead. It would have been offsides, but it gets knocked down anyway. Gardner sends it up ahead, back to midfield. Pepin fighting with Reese. Pepin gets away and able to push it up ahead. On the move, this is Angelique White. First time we've called her name today. Spins around along the sideline and back into the corner and gone. So this will be the second corner kick for the Wolves. In here, this 27th minute. Corner kick on the way. A lot of spin on it. Knocked down in front. That hits in the hand, I believe. Elizabeth Cairns was there. But it took a high bounce and got her up high. Goal kick coming. On the way. Rolls all the way beyond the 40-yard line. It'll be tracked down by Perry and gets plowed over by Pepin. Lost a shoe in the process. Good job, Allie. And Perry will come off now. Allison Obel will now pop back in. Knudsen from the midfield stripe. Lets this one go over everybody's head. Gets touched by Gardner. Now up ahead, trying to get it to Waldall. Fighting there is Obel in just her first glimpse of action and then sent back out to the Wolves bench. There'll be a throw in around the 30-yard line. Daniels sent away again. Now throw in from the 15-yard line with 11:20 to go. Can the Pirates break through here? Sort of 11:30 on this Saturday morning. Knudsen fires it in and bounces through a bunch of Wolves up ahead and trying to clear it out and able to do so. Good job by Pepin up ahead, and then White has some room to run. White being chased down by Heldstab. Heldstab fighting. White keeps her balance initially, then goes to the ground, but tripped on her own accord and tracked down by Heldstab in the corner, but just sent it out of bounds trying to clear it. Substitution for the Wolves as Allie Miller will check back in and Krukeberg will exit. Collins came off for White, and Collins is ready to come back in at the next whistle. 10 minutes to go, lobbed ahead. And what happened there? I think that might have hit somebody in the hand again. We've had multiple handballs. The Wolves are the players that have been hit by most of them. Free kick from inside their own 20. Knudsen waits, lets it rip all the way to midfield. On one hop, Daniels trying to find Waldall in front. Wolves have got it again, looking to push, and chipped away. Another bit of nice work again. Trying to get up to Reese around the midfield stripe. Ooh, nice, pretty play there by Kinsley Wongan. Try to get up. Bogey knocked it down. Knudsen up for Waldall. Trying to head it away. Keeping it alive. Wolves is able to get there first, but they set it toward the corner. Reese trying to get there before it gets out of bounds. Can't quite. But it'll be a throw in another good spot for the Pirates as we approach 9 minutes to go here. Dump it in. Waldall had nobody near her. Tries to center one, gets knocked down by Lily Gardner. I think that was thrown in before anybody was ready. Fighting forward along the sideline, kept in bounds by Knudsen, had her arm grabbed, no whistle. Back to Reese, Gardner chips it away. Up ahead, Kinsley Wongan. Taken away by Lily Cairns. Pretty ball, get around and move forward. Up inside the 40, just breaking through, has a lane, takes a shot, but it goes way off to the left. And it'll be a goal kick again for the Pirates, as Collins will check back in for the Wolves. Also substitution for the Pirates, as Cambry Wongan will check back in. Nana Heldstab, who's been playing very well. Little Ginger coming off the field. Cambry Wongan will take her place. 8 minutes to go, goal kick. Chipped away, up ahead. And cross. Oh, and it goes through the hands of Burnett from distance. And it ends up being a goal for the Wolves. With 7:43 to go. And that was a line drive from the left side off the left foot of Elizabeth Cairns. And Burnett was right there, but just couldn't squeeze it. Went through her hands and into the net. And what's been a really solid defensive half for the Pirates. Ends up being thwarted there with that goal. Now Pepin up ahead. Can the Pirates continue some positive momentum after that moment afflicted them? Finding Reese. Looking up ahead for Waldall. That got someone up high. That got Allie Miller up high near the neck. And that one checks up crazily. Knudsen able to track it down. Now taken by Collins. Collins trying to cut upfield. Collins chipped away. Good work by Cambry Wongan. But now they're moving it ahead. Opportunity for the Wolves. Shot again, and another one! And it's quickly 2-0 as they score in a 2-minute succession. Piper Burns. Those goals scored in 1 minute and 20 seconds. And it's 2-0 in favor of the Wolves. A team that has a 7-3 win on their cards this year. They can find the net. And trying to clear that one away was Landreville. It'll be thrown in by the Wolves with just over 6 minutes to go. Fired away. Waldall couldn't knock it down. Nipped forward. Martram sending it in. Waldall cut off by Wongan. Kinsley But making a move is Lily Cairns. Cairns up ahead, and some room to run for the first goal scorer, Elizabeth Cairns. Works around, trying to get back to it before it gets out of bounds, and can't quite. But it doesn't matter, as the Pirates were the last one to touch it. Five and a half to go. Corner kick coming. Substitution, Geneva Martin for the Wolves will check in and send Zoe Cox to the sideline. Corner kick looking for Collins, and it just goes wide. That was perfectly placed right where Collins was, but she couldn't keep it on her foot, and it ends up going the way of the Pirates. It'll be a goal kick with 5 minutes to go. Ready to send this one down. On the way, played forward, chipped up. Opportunity here for the Wolves again. Here comes Elizabeth Cairns and had to take it away. Trying to clear it out, knocked it right back to Cairns and then sent outward. And some room to run for the Pirates. Up beyond the 30, trying to get it to Waldall, splitting traffic. No dice on that attempt. More pressure now, Waldall's got it. But sends it out of bounds. It was deflected by the Wolves, though, so it'll be a throw-in for Crookston. 4:15 to go. Steps into one, just lets it go all the way down. Knocked down by Gardner. Fighting ahead, Burns. Looking for Collins. Collins has got it. Pressure from behind by Reese. Trying to get by Taryn. Collins still moving. Collins up ahead. Trying to keep it in bounds. Oh, it's right on the edge. Again, they waited a second, and then he said, no, that's out. Everybody just kind of looked at it as Collins stopped the ball, and they're like, oh, is that in? Is that out? And after a careful examination, it was ruled out. Throwing for the Pirates, though, is taken by Collins. Works around Reese. Into the center, trying to find Geneva Martin. Sent back out, and now the Wolves, after those goals that have come through, have got the momentum behind them. Making plays. Collins. Weaving, we'll send it into the middle here. Trying to send one downwards toward Elizabeth Cairns. Offsides. Burnett stopped that kick anyway, but it doesn't matter, as that is an offsides call, first one of the day. Taking time is Knudsen. Setting it up. And will step and let it go beyond the Wolves out towards midfield. Trying to send in the middle, looking for Collins. Gets knocked away by the Pirate defense. Up ahead, Daniels fighting with it. And trying to make a move around Lexi Gardner. But she's been very solid on the defensive side. Here's Lily Cairns. Cairns across, cut off. They try to clear it out, but he finds the foot of Elizabeth Cairns. Centering ball goes out of bounds with under 2 minutes to go. We'll have another goal kick. And though the time is running down, the Pirates are not moving with a lot of sense of urgency. Letting this half kind of wind down. And after that throw, they're just going to fire it all the way down. And that didn't miss by much. Burnett just waited and let that one go on that shot by Lily Cairns. But ends up going wide. So coming up on a minute remaining. Goal kick gets knocked down by the Wolves, trying to keep it in bounds. They cannot. So with 50 seconds, it'll be a throw-in for the Pirates. Looking for one last push. Reese keeps that in bounds. Collins cuts it off, moves it upfield. Chipped away, though, by the Pirates out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Throwing it in is Lily Cairns. Steps into one. Knocked down Kinsley Wong in. Trying to clear that one away up to Lily Cairns again at the 25. Chipped in center, trying to find Burns, the second goal scorer. Ahead, Burnett comes up and able to stop it with 15 seconds to go. And Burnett will just send this one downfield. Collins pops it up. 5 seconds. If they got to do something, got to get a shot off, but it's chipped away by the Pirate defense, and that's how this first half will come to an end. It ends up being 2-0 in favor of the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will take a look at our first half stats, and that will be coming up right after this.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
Speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Looking for some family fun? Come to Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Sizzling hot, made-to-order pizza with all your favorite toppings. Cool off with our delicious hand-scooped ice cream. So many flavors and so much fun. And don't forget our game room, packed with excitement for kids of all ages. Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, Crookston, Minnesota. Call us or stop by today.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
We welcome you back here to KROX Radio Stadium, where we're currently looking at a 2-0 lead for the Wolves in the first of a doubleheader here on KROX. Some stats to run for you through here. The 2 goals by the Wolves were scored in the final 10 minutes of the half. At 32:01 is when Elizabeth Cairns struck the left-footed kicker, went through the hands of Shia Burnett and brought that one in. At 33:21, Piper Burns was able to score one from dead center, just chipping it overhead and into the net from there. Shai Burnett ended up with 6 saves on 8 shots that faced up against her. Natalie Dixon only had 2 saves. They came early in the half. The Pirates came out strong. Had a couple corner kicks, went firing in, just trying to make something happen early. But from there onward, it didn't seem like that ended up paying off. So they end up trailing 2-0 here at the moment. As we mentioned, we take a look now at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Of course, Draft Sports Bar and Grill, great place to go before or after the game. They're open Tuesday through Sunday at 11 a.m. Takeouts and catering, that's also available. They have a room that's available for parties and special celebrations with their appetizers, entrees, award-winning chilies, soups, salads, wraps, tacos, pasta, burgers, desserts. You name it, they've got it over there at Drafts. Call them again, 218-281-1183. Of course, this game after this one is over, we will have boys soccer as they take on Watertown-Mayer. As that team just arrived a few minutes ago. I'll be roughly 20 minutes or so after this game's conclusion here on KROX as well. Then tonight we'll have the Golden Gophers football trying to get to 3-0 as they take on Cal Berkeley. Both teams 2-0. 7:30 pregame for a 9:30 kickoff. That'll be right here on KROX. UND is at University of Montana. That kicks off at 2. And Southeast Missouri State is in Bison territory. They take on North Dakota State in the Fargo Dome at 2:30. Minnesota Twins, I tell you what, you want to talk about a wild game they had yesterday as they just surged back to win 9-8. Cody Clemens, you could tell he's from a baseball family, had 3 home runs, even though his dad was a pitcher, and able to surge back and get that win. Arizona has one of the best offenses and worst pitching staffs, and they showcased that in that game. They play again at 6:10. And let me see here if I can find the UMC volleyball score here. They're still out at that Maverick Invite down in Mankato. They got off to a good start yesterday as they won their first match to get up to 5-0 before Chadron State beat them in 3 very close sets, 25-20, 25-21, 25-22. But UMC ended up getting their first loss of the season at the end of that one. They got started again. They have 2 more matches today. And we'll load that up for you in just a minute. But as we're wrapping up to the end of the halftime break, we will take a break. And when we come back, we'll get that score for you and then get right into the second half. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley leads Crookston 2-0.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name.
You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Looking for some family fun? Come to Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Sizzling hot, made-to-order pizza with all your favorite toppings. Cool off with our delicious hand-scooped ice cream. So many flavors and so much fun. And don't forget our game room, packed with excitement for kids of all ages. Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, Crookston, Minnesota. Call us or stop by today.
Times to be together. Happy Joe's.
First half has come to an end. Second half about to get underway. Crookston trails Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 2-0 at the moment. Those 2 goals scored in the final 10 minutes of the first half. As the teams make their way out onto the field, Crookston will be moving left to right. If you're not watching on KROX TV, we have it both available here on the radio and on TV. On the KROX YouTube channel, but if you're listening to it, they're moving left to right. First kick will go the way of the Wolves. Officials look ready to go. We are ready. And kickoff on the way. Let's get this second half started with Lily Cairns moving it straight up ahead, cleared away by the Pirate defense. And trying to keep that one in bounds, but not quite able to do so, was Allison Auble getting the start in this second half. Played a little bit of time in the first half. Nichelle Tellez-Vasquez is in as well. Knocked that one out of bounds. Pushing it up ahead. Pirates just checking it out to the sideline. And that was Perry. Quick throw in already in the blue turf. Wolves pushing and setting in toward the corner. Oh, that just grazed away and then sent out of bounds for a corner kick. So immediately, (42nd minute), they're going to get a corner kick, are the Wolves. Lets this one go. Low line drive. Collins, it ping-pongs around and ends up being a goal kick. It hit off of Collins last. And Burnett will track it down. Stepping in and lets it one go up toward the 20. Knocked down by Kinsley Wongan, taken away by Cairns again. Lily Cairns is all over the place, but it was Elizabeth Cairns who struck first. Makes a nice move, trying to add on, trying to get a shot off. Burnett knocks it down. It's still loose, diving for it, and still in play, and then out of bounds. Last touch by Cairns. Burnett couldn't squeeze it after 2 attempts. Well, they couldn't keep it in bounds, and it'll be another goal kick. So maybe a tad bit of luck on that. Send this one up beyond the 25-yard line up ahead. Pirates looking to move. Up to Reese. Reese drills it right towards Collins. Collins knocks it down, takes it back, comes back the other way. Delaney Collins. Pressure by Heldstab. Moves it up ahead, and Heldstab deflected it, I think. Yes, she did. So that will be another corner. Now in the 44th minute. Quickly ready is Cairns. Everybody heading towards the net. On the way, and it gets into the net, I believe. Yeah, it did. And a goal strikes on the corner kick. Why the Wolves in there now at a 3-0 advantage. That was their 5th corner kick of the day. And it results in their 3rd goal. Now the Pirates are moving. Up ahead, here comes Knudsen. Fighting with Lily Cairns. Knudsen still moving forward. Good ball movement. Trying to chip it up ahead. And sent away toward the sideline. And stays in bounds. It checked up beautifully. That was good work there by Emma Landreville. Stepping into the throw is Bogey. Oh, you tried to clear it out, and it took a second time and had to just go straight to the sideline the next time around. Kira Daniels down there was applying pressure. Throw in from Reese, trying to find Kira Daniels. Hugging the sideline, stays in, but then couldn't keep it inbounds, trying to center one. And it'll be a goal kick. As the Wolves will send it back down. 4 minutes gone by here in the second half. On the way out to Lily Cairns, on the 20-yard line. She's got it. Had it knocked down by Knudsen. Reese will send this one all the way off the other side. Waldall pushing forward. Waldall chasing it down. And it rolls out of bounds. Who last touched it? They'll say the Pirates did. It'll be another goal kick. And Bogey will be the one to take it. On the way out beyond the 30, rolls all the way to Les Vasquez, who sends it straight in and then looked immediately at the bench saying, was that not what I was supposed to do? Waldall knocks down that gets sent away by Bogey, so it'll be a throw in by the Riverview Health logo. As we're 5 minutes into the second half. Throws it in, Knudsen. And then out of bounds off the foot of Cairns. The Pirates started out in the first 10 minutes or so with some good offense. Getting a couple opportunities, making Dixon work a little bit in net. And they haven't been able to replicate that. The Wolves scored 2 in the final 10 minutes of the first half. And they strike in the first 3 minutes of the second half. And a mistake there by Pepin gets that one hit on the hand. So the Pirates will have a free kick at right around the 35-yard line. Knudsen steps in, floats it up, knocked down by the Wolves, trying to close in, and gets taken away and cleared back out. So Les Vasquez couldn't keep it on her foot, trying to keep it in bounds and can't quite do so. Was the sprinting Elizabeth Cairns, the first goal scorer of the game. And it'll be thrown in here. That's it. They bring the ball all the way back to where it was last deflected. The ball was down by the 15. That's not where they're throwing it in. They're throwing it in from around the 35. Stepping in on the way. Goes through the legs. There of Burns, and it'll go up ahead. Elizabeth Cairns. To Lexi Gardner. And Knudsen able to knock that one down. And chip it up ahead. There's no Pirates down there, but racing to get to the ball first will be Emma Landreville, a sophomore. Goes into the corner. right along the sideline, out of bounds. Couldn't keep it in check. Pirates will throw it in quickly, although I'm not sure if that was the best idea because it was thrown directly out of bounds. And Coach Reese had to turn around quickly. Didn't like the sight of that. It'll be a goal kick off a throw. As Bogey will now come out, and Layla Crookerberg will check back in for the Wolves. 32:20 to go, 3-0 in favor of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Up ahead, Reese. Trying to keep that one in play, looking for Daniels. Kira Daniels deflects it. That takes a crazy hop back to Teles Vasquez. Sends it straight downfield. And they'll let it trickle out of bounds. What'll be a throw-in. Quickly moving are the Wolves. Up ahead, overshoots Burns. Teles Vasquez whiffs on it, rolls by, and Burns will track it down. Viper Burns. Defended there by Bartram. And a whistle blows. What do we have here? And we're going to go back. That looks like we'll go back the other way. That was away from the balls where the whistle was blown from, and the Pirates will have a free kick. Taryn. All right, chip it ahead. Both Cairns sisters are there. Lily over to Elizabeth, knocked out of bounds by Teles Vasquez. They'll throw it in, trying to find Lily Cairns, and sent away. Good clear out there by Taryn. In firing, Teles Vasquez fighting over there with Burns. Back out. Elizabeth Cairns chips one, goes over the head, over to Pepin, but she whiffed at it. Trying to clear it away. It's back to Collins. Collins sends one in. And Danielle Collins strikes for the 4th Wolves goal. To make it a 4-0 game. With 30:29 to go here in the second half. Waldo will start with the kickoff again. Knudsen moving through, chipped away, checks up. Trying to get it back towards Daniels. Was the effort of Cambry Wongan. Collins again, knocked away by Reese, still fighting. Crookerberg comes in. Keeps it in bounds along the sideline. There goes Collins again. Collins down the field. Collins centering ball. Burnett is there. Makes a stop, her 8th one. Burns working against Aubold. And backed up towards Elizabeth Cairns. Cairns chased by Bartram. Trying to chip it out, and that was last deflected by the Wolves, I believe. Yes, it was. It'll be a goal kick. Teles Vasquez will come out. Lainey Wagner. He'll check in for her. Lainey Wagner, the freshman. Pardon me, 8th grader, excuse me. Moving up ahead. Checked back in by Landreville. Pirates trying to get it out of their defensive zone. Crookerberg. Go and hold on to it. Jenica Reese trying to get to the edge. Reese sprints around Crookerberg. Daniels, Delaney Collins was down there. It was out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Wolves. Boys soccer will follow this one. Collins. Moving it up ahead. And good pressure there by the Pirates. Wagner was over there to knock that one away. But can't keep it in bounds was Allison Abold. They'll lob it up ahead. Try to track it down. And sent out of bounds again as the Pirate defense has been tested here since the end of the first half and continuing into the start of the second half. Lobbing it in. Getting a good bounce. Still pinballing around. Bunch of Pirates trying to clear it out. They do initially. It finds the foot of Collins. And Collins had it chipped away. Jenica Reese on the run. Being chased by Collins. Reese has got it. Uses her right foot to try to get up ahead to Gardner. Looking forward up for Waldall. Knudsen couldn't get there. Sent all the way down. A little bullet stung by Cambry Wongan. Trying to get it out to Knudsen. Gardner was the one to play it. Trying to work around the defense. Does the first defender. Then up to Collins and had it sent away. As we'll make a substitution. Lola Freeman, the 7th grader, will check in for the senior Collins. Trying to work it away from that sideline, still in play. Pirates trying to close in on the speed out there. Up into the middle, Burns. Burns and a bit of a dog pile falls on there. They'll refs say play on. Move out beyond the 35. As Wagner providing some pressure. Pressuring Zoe Cox. All checks up on Burns. She's got it. 2 Pirates surrounding her. Daniels and Knudsen. Trying to send it in. Take it away by Bartram. Up ahead again. Trying to clear it. Knudsen knocks it down. Took a shot on that. Back for Burns. Out of bounds. Pirates will get a throw in. Waldall's got it. And we'll have a substitution here. As Kinsley Wongan will check back in on a health stab will come out. With 25 minutes remaining, it's 4-0 in favor of the Wolves. Wolves with Allie Miller, now sending it back down are the Pirates. Waldall, one defender in front of her, Landreville, line to let it roll. And that was a smart play to prevent touching it and getting a Wolves throw. But the throw didn't go inbounds. And the Pirates get it back in. Burns knocked down. Auble trying to chip it in. Miller brings it back out, and a nice move. Going back the other way are the Wolves. Burns straight up ahead. It's a foot race. And not able to track it down. Here's Zoe Cox, and puts one in the back corner. And Zoe Cox, the freshman, makes it 5-0 Wolves. Really nice placement on that shot. Just beyond the outstretched Burnett. Ruckerberg will move it up ahead. No shots on goal in the second half for the Pirates at this stage. Knudsen working at the 40-yard line. Stops. Waiting for Reese. Reese is there. Trying to get past Bogey. Does so. Looking to get toward the ball and played over there. Trying to work around the edge was Landreville. And keeps it alive before trying to clear it back out. And Lola Freeman couldn't keep it in bounds. Delaney Collins and Madeline Knowles, the 7th grader, are waiting to enter in. Centering ball, trying to get up for Waldall. Hands in the air, fighting for it, still loose. Waldall chips it out and cleared away. Piper Burns sent that one away. This one will roll to the sideline. It'll be throwing for the Wolves as Collins and Knowles will check in. Burns is out. And Freeman is out. Throw in coming from Elizabeth Cairns, trying to find Cox again. This one's sent straight to the Crookston sideline. It'll be a throw in for Crookerberg. As we're at 22:10 to go here. And continuing to knock this ball out of bounds. Knudsen will be ready to fire it in. A pass held stab. Kruckerberg couldn't keep it in play. We've had 4 consecutive throws in about 20 seconds. Knudsen brings it a lot more in towards the middle of the field. That's where Lily Cairns is. Trying to make moves around Wongan. Would have been offsides. Ball gets knocked down by Bartram. Back to Knudsen. Spins around. Chips it inward. Waldall trying to race Gardner. And Gardner using her main strategy, moving into the corner. And it'll be a Pirate throw. Outstab waits. Hops it. Kruckerberg deflects it. Back over to Knudsen. Knudsen tries to take a shot. It gets deflected. And they centered one and puts it in, but the flag is up by the near side official. That's offsides. Held that flag up that entire play. As Waldall was beyond the defense before she touched it and centered one up. It was a great look by the Pirates, just couldn't stay onside as a result. And Bogey will send it away. That was their best chance of offense in a while. And Lily Cairns tried to keep her foot on the ball, rolled her foot over it. Looks like she's all right. Here comes Daniels. And a whistle blows, and a little too much hands being used there by Landreville. He'll have a free kick from the 20-yard line where Knudsen's standing. As we hit the halfway point here in the second half, 5-0 in favor of the Wolves. Sending one away, Knudsen, and straight into the hands. Her last free kick missed wide left, so that one on goal. Save made and then sent back one all the way back down. Up ahead, and there goes Elizabeth Cairns. The wide open space, trying to chase her down. Left-footed kick, and didn't get anything on it, and just went straight to the left. Don't know if she heard footsteps behind her, but from pretty much the exact spot where she scored the first goal of the game. Bit of a shank that time around. And we'll have a goal kick that Taryn will take. There's a couple substitutions being made. Coming back out was Ramey Houston, the 7th grader. Pirates trying to clear it out of the defensive zone. Wagner moving it up ahead. Knudsen ends around, pass deflected. Helstab does a 360 as the ball checks up And tries to clear it, hugs the sideline, and finally gets out of bounds just barely before Crooked Bird touched it. And throw in coming. Ready to move now, Gardner. And pressure by Kira Daniels. Trying to find it up to Collins, but Reese will be the first one there. Sends it in. Daniels trying to chase down Landreville, the first to get there. And she'll keep it in bounds on the far sideline. Pushing through. Up ahead out to the 20. Still moving are the Wolves, cut off initially. Spinning away, trying to clear it as some players go down. And a whistle blew. Well, that's going to go against the Wolves, and so we'll have a free kick for the Pirates. Kick on the way. Back here comes Collins. Collins at the 15. 3 Pirates around her. We're backing up a little bit, trying to center one in. It's chipped out to the side, and Elizabeth Cairns. Good pressure by Wagner. Able to take that one away. Send it down, held stab. Couldn't quite get there. Well, it was a good clear. Throw in on the way. Looking for Elizabeth Cairns. Too tall. Bartram will send it back out toward the sideline. Oh, it in. Popped way up. Back out toward the 35. Checks away from Waldall. And it'll be another Wolves throw in here. Update on the UMC side as they are continuing their tournament down in Mankato. They took on Lake Superior State, won that one 3-0. So they're at 6-1 to start the year, and they're currently in a match against Quincy, where it's 17-15 Quincy in set 1 there. Golden Eagles off to a very good start to the season. The clean sweep out in the Eastern Tournament. They won that match 25-18, 26-24, and 25-17. 15.5 minutes here. 5-0 in favor of the Wolves. And ready to throw this one in will be Allie Miller as Jenica Reese will come out. Owen knocked down, and coming back are the Pirates. Moving there was Ariana Schiller. 7th grader in for the first time. Getting some helpful coaching from Reese. Telling her where to go. Hellstad will be the one to throw it in. Hugging the sideline, knocked out by Miller as they try to get it on a bounce to Waldall. Now they'll throw it in the middle, but they threw it before she was looking. Knudsen will cut it off at the 30. Knudsen finds Waldall. Flag is in the air again and offsides. Couple chances that they've had to get something going. It's gone offsides. So it'll be a free kick for Bogey right around the Riverview Health emblem. We'll send this one away. Inslee Wong in. Taken back there by Lily Cairns. Up ahead, Gardner. Knocked down. Worked by Taryn. And it's back at the foot of Knudsen. Knudsen trying to work around Bogey. Pretty much got stood up there, and then Collins comes in to take that one away. Collins sends it all the way in. Looks like a Pirate's going to get there first. That's Taryn, but couldn't keep it away from Pepin, who fires that one wide. So it'll be a goal kick for the Pirates. 13.5 minutes to go. Goal kick on the way. Back out to the 20. Out to 25. Ball gets knocked down. Pressure for Hellstab. Sends it away. And Gardner at the midfield stripe finding Landreville. Back to Gardner. Chipped away. Trying to find Waldall. Also in the area was Schiller, who slowed up on it. Now Waldall chips it ahead. Foot race. Landreville able to get there first. Trying to keep it in bounds and can't do so. So we'll have a corner kick first for the Pirates since the 14th minute. We have 12:37 to go here. And coming back in for the Pirates will be Daniels. Take Schiller out. Corner kick on the way. It's low. Pinballs around and able to be cleared out successfully by the Wolves. Ends it back in. Eldstab had it knocked down initially. And tracking it down, trying to. Ending it back up again. Bartram sends it in. On the run, and it'll be played by Miller. Probably could have let that go out of bounds. But ends up going off the foot of Daniels and out of bounds. 11.5 minutes to go. 5-0 Wolves. They scored 2 in the final 10 minutes of the first half and have scored 3 in this half so far. We'll fire it in and knocked out of bounds. Oh, another chance. Throwing it in is Hellstab in the middle. Got cut off initially. Trying to keep it in play. Can't quite do so. It was Kinsley Wongan who they were aiming for. And now the Wolves will get a throw. Miller hesitates. Gets a whistle, now fires. And last touch by Hellstab. So another throw comes in. All the way out to Cox. Chipped away by Bartram, finding Knudsen. Knudsen trying to get around Burns. Hits that one off the shoulder of Daniels. Up ahead, there comes Waldall. Waldall in a foot race with Landreville. And Landreville comes away with it, swings and misses at it, trying to clear it away, hugs the sideline out of bounds. It'll be a Pirate throw. And they're able to get it in back quickly to Waldall. Waldall back, firing his Hellstab, centers one in. Shot gets knocked away as they tried to find Daniels in the middle, and Bogey was there. They send it back for another throw. Good look and a good idea with under 10 minutes to go. Daniels, Bogey's there to interrupt it and send it back for another throw. Wiring it in and cleared back out again. Who last touched that? That's going to be a corner kick as that one went to the outside of the flag, and it'll be the 4th corner for the Pirates in this game. Let's see if they can execute something from it. On the way, Waldall looks good. Oh, it just missed wide. Knudsen was there in the middle, got a right foot on it. That was a great kick from the corner. In a 5-0 game, Bogey will send this one away. Popped up in the air by Heldstab. Obel. Taken back by the Wolves. Continuing to push, and on the way comes Elizabeth Cairns. On the near side, Telez Vasquez in front of her. Under 8.5 to go. Makes a move around, looking to center one. Fires one away. Up, bobbles. It's still loose and sent away by the Pirates as they try to find Cox again, who scored the last goal. Throw in coming from Cairns. 8 minutes left. They get it in. Heldstab the first to get there. And sends it out. Knutson will chase this one down. Make a move around Miller. Miller staying with her. Knutson looking up ahead. And turning on the speed is Waldall. And knocked out of bounds by Kruckeberg. Lobbed in. Everybody kind of avoids it. It finds Daniels, and it bounces and hits her up high. And we're going to take a look at her as that one just went straight to the face. And she'll come out now for Reese. Odds her head, looks like she's all right. They'll get her a look just in case, as Lily Cairns and Lola Freeman will check back in. As Burns will come out. That kick that they tried there by Knutson goes wide and out of bounds. Coming up on 7 minutes left. Boys soccer will be following this one as they take on the Royals of Watertown. Landreville waits and fires away. Waldall misses that one, gets taken by Heldstab. Heldstab deflected. Waldall moves in, fires a shot, and down to make the save. Fourth save on the day for Dixon. Fires it away over the head of Cox, knocked down by Cambry Wangen. Now moving up ahead, Taryn trying to track it down inside the 20. So back to Jenica Reese. Trying to chip it away, gets knocked out by Lily Cairns. 6:15 and counting to go. Pepin looks to re-enter. Myers it in, gets cleared away. Throw in coming for the Pirates. Back trying to get into the attacking zone. Gets something on the board here. There's still good feelings if you're able to erase a shutout. Providing with Landreville. It'll trickle back out of bounds, and the Wolves will throw it in. .5:20 to go. And another substitution as Pepin will check back in. Up ahead and through. I'll go for Waldall coming out and stopping it. Straight ahead, Waldall had a good look. And that goal kick hits off the hands of Pepin. She said it hit her in the chest, but the official disagrees. Get again, and Cairns has got it. 4.5 to go. Jenica Reese tracks this one down. Hips up ahead, Knutson. Couldn't keep it on her foot. Bogey is there. And trying to find Reese again, sent out of bounds, and last deflected by the Pirates. So the Wolves will throw it in. And they'll make another substitution as Geneva Martin will come out. But Hellstab pumps this one up. And might hit Kruckerberg on the hand. There's been a lot of handballs in this game. First set goes to Quincy over UMC, 28-26. In that first set, so they'll be moving into a second set shortly. UMC trying to get to 7-1 in their first 8 games. Should be a very impressive tally. Now moving up ahead, coming out, and hand was in the air. It was offsides again, breaking through the defense. As we approach 3 minutes remaining. Fighting for it, moving down his Hellstab, sent all the way back down. Another substitution is Collins will check back in, and that might be the end of the day for Lily Cairns. With 2.5 to go, throwing along the sideline to Les Vasquez. It's another chance, chips it ahead. Nice pass up to Reese. Reese trying to find Daniels, a little too far, bounces back to Daniels. Waldall got it from Miller. And cleared back over the shoulder of Hellstab. Tracked down by Elizabeth Cairns. Trying to find Kruckerberg. Knutson trying to find Hellstab down the sideline and out of bounds. 2 minutes to go. All the way downfield. Cairns trying to track it down. Being chased. Kimberly Wong is there. Cairns doesn't have a shot as Bartram is there as well. Tried to center it. And gets sent back out of bounds for a goal kick. Nice pursuit by the Pirate defense to cut off the sharp-shooting left-footed Cairns. A minute and a half to go. Goal kick went right to Pepin. Couldn't keep it in front of her to Les Vasquez. They're trying to clear it and getting it away from Elizabeth Cairns. She'll throw it in with a minute to go. Collins overruns it, sent away by the Pirates. Knutson to Reese. Reese up ahead, Daniels. Under a minute to go, Daniels loses it as Bogey trying to find Pepin. Pepin there with Hellstab. Up to Waldall. And Waldall couldn't keep it in bounds. It's been that kind of day for the Pirates in this one. As this will drop him down to 1-6. Knutson splits the gap in traffic. Up ahead trying to find Waldall with 20 seconds. Kruckerberg is there. So let's just roll out of bounds. The Pirates will get a throw in. As we wind down the final seconds. They are lobbing it in. Daniels. And a whistle blows to stop play as the clock expires. And the Wolves of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley get a big win as they take down the Crookston Pirates by a score of 5-0. And we'll take a break, and when we come back... Oh, it's our penalty kick. There's a penalty kick. That was right before the clock expired. So Knutson will get an opportunity. trying to erase the shutout with an expired clock. They'll put 5 seconds on. Knutson, as everybody's waiting. Now they set the clock down to 4 seconds. Knutson off the crossbar and just a bit too tall. Now that was the last attempt to try and erase the shutout. Good look, just a bit too high, trying to get it over the outstretched hands, and that's how this game ends. So now you can mark it as official 5-0. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley takes down Crookston. Now we'll take a break. We'll take a look at our final stats. Try and get Coach Reese up here before the boys game gets underway. And that'll be coming up right after this final score. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 5, Crookston 0.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery list, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Looking for some family fun? Come to Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Sizzling hot, made-to-order pizza with all your favorite toppings. Cool off with our delicious hand-scooped ice cream. So many flavors and so much fun. And don't forget our game room, packed with excitement for kids of all ages. Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, Crookston, Minnesota. Call us or stop by today.
Times to be together. Happy Joe's.
So welcome you back here to KROX Radio Stadium. 5-0. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley takes down the Crookston Pirates. The Wolves are now 4-4 on the season. Pirates dropped down to 1-6. Ended up being 5 goals that were scored by the Wolves, all in about a 22-23 minute span at 32-13. Elizabeth Cairns scored the first goal, and an assist from Piper Burns. They scored less than 2 minutes later as they get a goal from Piper Burns. Lily Cairns comes away with the assist. Zoe Cox then scores within the first 3 minutes of the second half. Grace Pepin gets the assist for that. And then At 49-31, Delaney Collins on a breakaway, scored unassisted, and then at 55-42, it was Zoe Cox scoring on the second assist for Piper Burns. So Burns had a goal and 2 assists, and Elizabeth Cairns struck a goal. Lily Cairns had an assist, and 2 goals for Zoe Cox. So a good performance overall for the Wolves to get up to that 4-4 record. Crookston had a couple opportunities early in the first half as they controlled play to try and get some more motion going. Had a couple of saves off the hands of Natalie Dixon. They weren't able to keep much going out from there, though. So they ended up losing it. Then at the end of the second half, pushed forward again, had a great opportunity to strike one with about 9 minutes left, but it was ruled offsides. And it was pretty clearly offsides. It wasn't one of those. You get some of those nip and tuck calls sometimes, but in that case, that one was offsides. It's hard to dispute. And then with 4 seconds left, right as the clock was expiring, a penalty kick was awarded to Knudsen and went bar up as opposed to bar down, which is what you were hoping for. Hits the crossbar and goes through the football uprights. So it wasn't exactly what they were aiming for, just to try and get a goal on the board. Had a couple opportunities, but ends up coming up empty-handed. So the score result ends up being 5-0 in favor of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Keep you updated on UMC volleyball going on as they're off to a good start in set number 2. We'll take a look at that and more coming up right after this.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview
Let's take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. As Coach Reese is still talking to the team, of course. If we can't get that on the air, we'll record it while the pregame show for boys soccer is going. Then we'll get it on our website at KROXAM.com. As we mentioned, UMC volleyball, they won their first match of the day as they beat Lake Superior State. 25-18, 26-24, 25-17. They're now in their second match of the day against Quincy in their final match being played at the Maverick Invite, trying to go 3-1 as they went 1-1 yesterday. And they currently, after dropping the first set, 28-26, they have an 11-9 lead in set 2 at the moment. So trying to continue to push forward. They have a 190 hitting percentage, with just a lot of service errors, and just trying to, they're even in kills between both those squads as well. So still continuing on the trends for UMC volleyball, trying to get to 7-1. We'll have boys soccer coming up in just a few minutes. On the air tonight, Golden Gopher football as they take on the University of California, Berkeley. 7:30 will be the pregame tonight. 9:30 will be the kickoff. It's gonna be a late one, and that game, depending on how it goes, might not end until close to 1 a.m., quite frankly. But that's just the way it goes when you have Big Ten teams now on the far, far, far West Coast. But Minnesota looking to get to 3-0 to start the season. They also have those dumb rules that they think, like, well, only you could play a Big Ten team, but it won't qualify as a Big Ten game on your schedule. The SEC does that. They had a game between Ole Miss and Kentucky that was not considered a conference game because they have a maximum number they want to hit, but they still played anyway. Don't ask me how that makes sense, because it doesn't. The University of North Dakota, they're taking on Montana at 2 o'clock. That'll be just in a little bit. And North Dakota State takes on Southeast Missouri State at 2:30. The Twins take on the Diamondbacks today. And that's about it there. And then on the air tomorrow, we'll have the Minnesota Twins against the Arizona Diamondbacks with a noon pregame and a 1:10 first pitch. And then Minnesota Vikings football, they have the Sunday night prime time as they get ready to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Trying to get to 2-0. They got to take on Michael Penix, who really played well. The Atlanta kicker sold them out. The Young Wei Koo has been struggling, so the Falcons probably should be 1-0, but they're not. They're 0-1. They take on the Vikings, who stormed back. They're the opposite way. Probably should have been 0-1. Now they're 1-0, so they're looking to get to 2-0 and hang true at the top of the NFC North. 6 o'clock will be the pregame. 7:20 will be the kickoff from U.S. Bank Stadium, home opener for the Vikings here on KROX. Now they're breaking huddle now, and I think Coach Reese is actually starting to make her way over here. So we can get that before we turn things over to our main man, Liam. That will be our final part of our post-game show before we switch over to soccer, boys soccer pregame. As we approach 1 o'clock here on this Saturday afternoon, glad everybody is tuning in with me here, with us here at KROX. With KROX Radio and KROX TV. Good timing, that's right, when I wrapped up the second stage. I'm going to lift that up a little bit, and that's perfect. And we have Coach Sarah Reese here with us. And first real 10 minutes or so, controlled the pace, got some opportunities, tried to make something happen. But it seemed like as the Wolves started to make adjustments, they started to find the net, as you mentioned. What did you make of your team's overall performance?
Well, you know, today was one of those opportunities where we're in game number 4 of the week, and it certainly started to show, and it showed on our wear and tear, perhaps, of our bodies. We had moments in this game where we were very much in it, right? We had 10-minute stints where it was looking good, and then we had moments where we had our head down and we were just kind of moving around. So we need to shore that up. I think that we had opportunities, especially at the end, to put the ball in the net, and we just weren't able to capitalize on that. It's an unfortunate loss. It certainly didn't feel as though it should be 5-0.
Yeah.
That is a little stinger. But certainly it helps us to think about what we're individually contributing to the team, because it's a team effort. And so, if folks are having an off day, then we have to think about going back to the basics of what we can offer our team, because it's really about the team and being playing the game together. And they snuck in some nice goals, a few kind of off balls. I think we ended up actually having an own goal off of a corner kick, so that was unfortunate. And sometimes those things just happen. I certainly don't think 5-0 was like indicative of what I had in mind. Good thing we're going to see them again, but certainly I'm looking for the girls to have that spark, have that pride to dig deep, and so it's kind of a middle of the season sort of conversation that they need to dig deep. At that point, it doesn't matter what I'm going to say. That's on them. So. Overall tough day, but I do see promise in some things, and so we got to keep building.
There were some good opportunities at the end of that half they mentioned as well. Had one good look back to Brooklyn in the corner that was called back for offsides, and then final second penalty kick to try to race the shutout just a tad too high. But it did show that even if they might have been gassed for maybe 70 minutes, they still found some opportunities in the final 10 minutes and kept pushing till the end.
Yeah, I appreciated that we kept going till the end. I did think we ended strong despite kind of having a little bit of a lull in between there and then capitalizing and getting a couple goals. We did have a couple offsides plays. I mean, I guess you'll get those sometimes when you're trying to be aggressive and first to the ball. They were doing a good job of having their defense step forward and catching offsides, and we haven't had too many teams that have been able to successfully do that against us. So, kudos to them for that, and we have to just sort of be aware of that space. But yes, Brooklyn and Maddie both had a couple opportunities at the end, and hopefully we can get those next time.
Played a lot of soccer this week, so
we did.
There's still a couple games coming up next week, but in terms of just overall things you're going to be working on and looking forward ahead into next week, what are some of those things?
Well, we're going to have a little recovery.
Yep, that's most important.
Our bodies and our brain need a little recovery, so it's hard to be completely dialed in for that many days under those different variation in game schemes. So we need a little recovery. We need to work on being first to the ball. We need to work on our runs, because we were waiting to make a run until the person had the ball, whereas we want that run in motion as the kind of play movement is happening. So we need to work on that. I think just we honestly, we have to work on our confidence. We have to believe in ourselves. I believe in them fully, and so they need to believe in themselves and them collectively as a team.
Any other final thoughts we haven't mentioned?
We're gonna go after and try and get a win at Pelican Rapids next week, and we appreciate the coverage. It was a good morning of soccer, so thanks for being here.
Yeah, we appreciate your nice words as well. It's always a pleasure for us to do it. Appreciate your time, and we'll be seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much.
And that was the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Sarah Reese, here with us on the Riverview Health post-game show. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, it'll be Liam Stats on the other side for boys soccer taking on Watertown. We're back after this final score. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 5, Crookston 0.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
Welcome to Crookston Pirate Boys Soccer team.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
Softball,
Baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band.
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
My education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Number 13, Jay Spruggaman. Number 11, Nolan Cassavant. Number 15, Grant Funk. Number 21, Aaron Gossi. Number 22, McCody Weber.
Watertown-Maryer Royals, who enter this game 3-3-1. They're coached by head coach Stephanie Allen. This is going to be a tough matchup, but it is an out-of-conference, out-of-sectional game. Both coaches did express that they would try something new and use this as a learning experience. We will hear from head coach Lon Boink right here on the Riverview Health pregame show. Lon, a tough loss yesterday, but we're already rolling back-to-back games. How are you preparing for today's game?
Yeah, it's interesting. We had back-to-back games last Monday and Tuesday, and we didn't play our greatest game on Monday, but then Tuesday we came out and played Lights on Fire, which so I'm hoping we come out and do that again today. And it was an okay performance, I would say, by our squad, but I think we're capable of better.
Contacts that not only
Watertown's not a
correct
team
their
that you
vision,
guys have
but
played
are
very
designed
often.
to
What can
slow
you
the
tell me
progression
about them?
of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer,
and beat them
sharper,
3-0.
and faster.
And and we're always very competitive with Eastside, and we've been beating them the last couple of years. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a pretty evenly matched game.
With Jay Reese out of the lineup again, you said yesterday that you could fill his missing presence. Are you looking for anybody on the field to kind of step up and take over?
Yeah, that's an opportunity for other kids to step up and fill his role. And Jay is one of our captains and a senior, and certainly an important person on the team. But, I don't know if you would call it the next man up philosophy, but it's an opportunity for someone else to step in and fill his shoes. And so we're hoping that, players do that today.
With it being a non-conference, non-sectional game, are we going to see different formations or anything new?
Yeah, we might move some players around. Yesterday, for a little bit, we used McCody Weber, and we put him up at one of our forward spots to see if he could generate some offense instead of being back in defense. And McCody is a multi-talented person. He can do a lot of things, and so he's been anchoring the defense so far. But we might use him up. Depending how things go, we may even take Reggie and move him up there too, because he's a pretty talented, athletic kid, and we'd throw somebody else in the goal. But I got to see what they look like first and how the game goes.
Well, in that same vein, 3 keys to victory here today.
Well, defense again, and I thought defensively we were pretty good. We had one little snafu last night where a guy slipped in there, but that has to remain consistent for us. And then we've got to find some passing and scoring. Our touches on the ball haven't been fantastic. They're getting better as the season goes on, but as a coach, you want everything now. So the season's half over, so we're hoping, and their skills are getting better. But better passing and hopefully more scoring opportunities.
Perfect, Coach. That's all the questions I have. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Time for the Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups. For all your automotive needs, stop by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine in Crookston. They have what you need, and make sure your battery will start the first time, every time. Buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. Now here's the Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups. For the Watertown-Mayer Royals, number 3, Evan Jewison. Number 5, Alex Johnson. Number 8, Micah Schmidt. Number 9, Nicholas Johnson. Number 11, Landon Morissette. Number 13, Chase Ortiz. Number 14, Luke Osley. Number 20, Griffin Getzko. Number 21, Emmanuel Murrow. Number 23, Maddox Hillman. And number 99, and in goal, Vincent Evans. For the Crookston Pirates, in goal and number 1, Reggie Windjam. Number 4, Gunnar Groven. Number 6, Tony Elvinger. Number 10, Carter Fee. Number 12, Riker Arnold. Number 13, Jace Brigham. Number 11, Nolan Cassavant. Number 15, Grant Funk. Number 21, Aaron Gussie. Number 22, McCody Weber. Number 24, Peter Wiersma. And I think number 41, Mason Lassard, although he might be in number 19. He has swapped recently with teammates. And we are underway. That is the end of the Riverview Health pregame show. Already some contact early in the game as this one's knocked in deep, and sliding out of the goal to make that grab is Reggie Windjam. He boots it away. And kept at midfield. Going left to right is Watertown-Mayer Royals. They are in white jerseys with blue letters, or excuse me, blue numbers. And heading right to left are the Crookston Pirates. They are in their gold jerseys, gold trunks with dark blue numbers. Throw in upcoming for Carter Fee. Fee sends this one long into the line and into the corner, giving chase to it's Evan Jewison. And he'll let this one roll out of bounds. It will be a goal kick. Again, a lot of contact starting very early in this game. As he'll elect to just pass this one forward out towards the touch line and booted quickly out of bounds by Maddox Hillman. He was expecting the pass as there's another quick throw in from Grant Funk and is intercepted by the Royals. And we saw this a lot last night from this Pirate squad as well. You know, they kind of lock down that middle area with their defense and like to move the ball slowly up the field. They just couldn't find anything on offense. And they were shut down by the Knights from Grand Forks Central. Pushing through and firing it all the way down into the corner. Emmanuel Murrow, the first one there for the Royals. And turning and firing that one out of bounds was Aaron Gussie. Quick whistle, and we'll have a stoppage. As let's see, we'll have a quick substitution. Entering is Ethan Langto, and quickly exiting. I do believe that's John Lizoff. That one's Gussie? Aaron Gussie wearing 26. Have to make a note of that. Play resumes. Carter Fee with a good header. Knocks that one down, and it comes free into the corner. Luke Osley for the cross. Chance in front, and never really getting a shot off was Landon Morissette. Taking another shot and catching it off 2 bounces. Reggie Windjam picks this one up. Slow the pace of play down and boots this one away. That'll make it all the way through. Grant Funk giving chase alongside Jace Brigham. And pushing it forward now is Chase Ortiz. Ortiz tripping over the ball. Not happy with himself, but a good break there for the Pirates as Carter Fee. A long throw-in, trying to push it up the line for Jace Brigham. And off the toe of Evan Jewison. Carter Fee, another throw-in, throws this one at the nets, and out to challenge is the goalkeeper, Vincent Evans. Plucks it out of the air, rolls it on the ground, and Alex Johnson will try to push this one forward. Midfield sent in back down to the corner. A lot of speed for Peter Wiersma. Pirates trying to move this back through midfield. And good defense stepping into that one was Griffin Getzko. Chipped forward, taken by Nicholas Johnson. Johnson swings it wide for Alex Johnson. A chance in front of the net, and Reggie Windjam will pick that one up. Luke Osley was there ready for it, and that's how that goal was scored last night by Grand Forks Central. Pirates let a defender slip behind the line and just kind of chested it in. Looked more like a hip shot, but that's what resulted in that 1-0 loss. Quick throw in, bounced off the ground up to Landon Morissette, who pushes it forward for Osley. Chip forward, Osley the first one there, and it's sent back the other way by Weber. Both teams battling forward. Eventually it comes free. Gunnar Groven pushing it forward. Grant Funk at midfield, trying to get that one through the legs of Maddox Hillman, but it will be taken the other way. Landon Morissette hits the turf, and a free kick upcoming right at about the 21-yard line here at KROX Radio Stadium. 35 minutes left here in half number one. Just 5 minutes played. It's still 0-0. I'll put this one at about the 21. A line formed for the Pirates, and Reggie Windjam directing them around. Referee signals play. A little bit of a fake in. Here comes the shot. This one off the crossbar. A doink if you're playing American football. And it will be a goal kick. Saw a couple of those this past week of NFL football. .34 minutes and 12 seconds here in the half. Reggie Windjam will leave this goal kick to the duties of McCody Weber. He boots this one away. It'll make it out toward midfield. Good first touch there from Landon Morissette. Morissette firing this one in deep, and it'll just be caught out of the air by Reggie Windjam. So both teams just testing the waters now, feeling each other out as that bomb from Reggie Windjam out towards the far side touchline at midfield, and it'll be taken by the Royals. Pushing it through. That's on the leg of Micah Schmidt. Schmidt turns and fires that one in deep. Tried to find Luke Osley, but a good defensive play there up top by Aaron Gussie, although I do think that they are wearing Carter Fee battling with Landon Morissette. Morissette getting around Carter Fee, and Fee a little bit too much contact there right at about the 20-yard line. He'll get a warning from the referee, and another free kick upcoming. This one will be taken right at the 20. About 30 yards to the goal. Another trick play, a curve shot, and this one will miss way wide off the boot of Nicholas Johnson. And 33 minutes left here in half number one. Cody Weber boots this one away and headed back into the attacking third. Back out to the touchline, Maddox Hillman. Looking to push this one forward. Emmanuel Murrow handling it at about the 10-yard line, pushing it back out wide to the corner. Pass in front, Reggie Windjam will just catch this one off the bounce. Looking again for Luke Osley, who's been cheating in off the corner. Head coach Lon Boyk did say in the pregame show that the thing his defense has to remember to handle is boxing out their opponents. As Grant Funk earns a takeaway, he'll send this one back out to the corner, giving chase is Hayden Ricard. And picked up off the bounce one time by Vincent Evans. Evans sends this one along, and it's out at the far side touchline and eventually booted out of bounds once more. That's off the shin of Griffin Getzkow, and a quick throw-in upcoming. Pirates missing Jay Reese from the lineup again tonight, and Lon Boyk has mentioned over the past couple of days that he's a guy that you hate to play against, but you love to have play for you, and when he's not in this lineup, you can really feel his presence missing. Lon Boyk says that it's not quite another man up mentality, as you heard in that pregame show interview, as here comes the Royals with a chance, and this one's fired way out of bounds, right at about midline. That's a great defensive look there for Ethan Langto. As a throw-in comes in, and this time it's off the hip of one of the Royals. I do believe that was Chase Ortiz, or excuse me, that would actually be Micah Schmidt, and so a throw-in quickly from the Pirates. It's booted up into the air, collected at midfield. Carter Fee heads this one along. Grant Funk is chasing. Vincent Evans will see enough and boot this one back out towards midfield and headed along by Nicholas Johnson. Getting back on defense is McCody Weber. Lon Boyk did say they've been using him in that defensive role, but they might say later in the game, if this game goes well, move him forward to the striker position as Carter Fee chips this one forward and out of play. Well, on your Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, as you heard Gabe Bishop talk about earlier today, the UMC women's volleyball team, as here's a chance in close, Reggie Windjam will pick it up. The UMC women's volleyball team currently in Mankato. They're playing the Maverick Invite. They did take the win against Lake Superior University earlier this morning, 3-0. Currently playing a set against Quincy University. As that'll be a throw-in for Crookston, taken by Grant Funk. This will be right into the corner. Grant Funk has a couple of options here. Pushing this one forward, and he'll throw this right at the goal. Headed back into waiting position, and there were no Pirates there, and it's quickly pushed along. Long run for Nicholas Johnson. He's got space, motors around some Pirate defenders, sends it through. Luke Osley there for it, and knocking that one out of the air. Great play there from Aaron Gussie. Great first touch for him and sends it back. That's a great defensive look as Gussie chips this one back into midfield. It'll be taken by Tony Elbinger, who goes down to a knee. Some contact from behind. We'll have a free kick upcoming at about the 45-yard line. The Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update here in the third set. Quincy University leading by 2 sets over the Golden Eagles, and they're currently leading the Golden Eagles here in this third set, 14-7. As here's a chance on towards the nets, and narrowly missing wide left off the outstretched fingers of Vincent Evans, and he did not get any of that. A little bit more on towards that right side post, or excuse me, left side post. The Pirates might have had the first score of this game. 12 minutes into our half here with 27-19 left on the clock. Still tied at 0 apiece. Both sides really haven't had many opportunities to score as of yet. As this one's pushed up and out of play, they're going to say a throw-in upcoming for the Royals. Lon Boyk doesn't agree, but the linesman and the field referee both said it went off the Pirates. And then a throw-in violation, and so this time it'll be taken by the Pirates. Well, they're going to give the Royals another chance here. They're just going to have to back them up a bit. So this time it'll be taken by Chase Ortiz. Chase Ortiz once again cheating forward. You want the Royals to take the spot right at about the 50-yard line. Chase Ortiz with it. Throws this one in bounds and over the top for Grant Funk. Grant Funk looking to push this one through, chips it wide, and out for Ethan Langto. Or excuse me, that is Riker Arnold. Arnold trying to push this one through and into the corner. It won't escape outside the touchline. And Tony Elbinger there to challenge. Royals trying to move this one forward. Effective passing that we've seen from the Royals so far as they move this one through midfield. On the boot of Alex Johnson, pushing it forward for Nicholas Johnson. Johnson taking a tumble, or excuse me, that is Micah Schmidt taking a tumble at midfield. No call. And we'll continue. A long look in. This will make it all the way to the goaltender's box. Luke Osley there forward. It's off his shin, out of play. Another goal kick for Reggie Windjam. Well, we've seen him cheat that corner several times here today. I mean, he hasn't been offsides yet. No call. So he's doing a good job at kind of timing that defense up well. And if they get the pass through to him, he's going to have a great look on for Reggie Windjam. On your Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, 18-8 in the third set. Quincy University leading the Golden Eagles in Mankato. They lead also 2-0. So they're trying to put away the Golden Eagles. Also in your Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, the Crookston Girls Soccer team fell to the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves earlier today. That game ended pretty much 5 minutes before we got our pregame show going. That was a 5-0 score, and so Crookston still looking for their second win of the season. This one pushed out towards the touchline. That's by Maddox Hillman, who will just pass this one back into the goalie box. Vincent Evans looking to play this one. He's got a leg. Flipping the field. He'll keep it on the ground, pushing it forward for Chase Ortiz. Ortiz along the near side line. Up for Luke Osley. Osley chips it forward to Landon Morissette, and Morissette sends this one forward. It'll be outside and out of bounds. Quick throw in upcoming for Gussie. Gussie throws this one up the line and chipped forward by Luke Osley. Battling for it right at midfield, and eventually Nolan Cassavan boots this one back in towards midfield. Good header there from Mason Lassard. Getting back to in support is Alex Zammert. Chipping this one up is Sam Widseth. Sam Widseth kind of playing in that defensive middle back position right at midfield, and here come the Royals. On the boot of Landon Morissette. Morissette pushes this one out to the far side, right at midfield, and sends along by Micah Schmidt. And that is Ethan Langto, just sends this one completely flipping the pitch. It'll roll out of bounds over by the Happy Joe's logo down by the 10-yard line at KROX Radio Stadium. A quick throw in from Chase Ortiz. Chipped forward by Landon Morissette, and here come the Royals, putting on the brakes and trying to get through. And a good defensive stop there by Peter Wiersma. Chip forward, Luke Osley back into midfield for Nicholas Johnson. Johnson trying to work his way inside, and he runs into the Pirates' defense. Trying to clear was Nolan Cassavan. He sends this one back in out of play. Let's see what they call it. It should be a goal kick, but they're going to say corner, and it'll be the first corner kick of the game for the Royals. 22-10 over in Mankato on your Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Quincy leading the Golden Eagles. Looking to put away the Golden Eagles here in this third set. Corner kick coming. It's sent in. This is a high kick, and Reggie Windjam plucks it out of the air. No harm, no foul with 22 minutes and 13 seconds left here in this first half. Windjam sends this one along. Kept at midfield. Out toward the far side touch line and stepping and pushing it through. That was Riker Arnold. He goes down to a knee. Defensive battle between both teams in midfield is a veritable no man's land, as neither side really able to push anything through, as Reggie Windjam comes out to challenge, slides and takes away the scoring opportunity quite literally out of the foot of Griffin Getzko. It's booted along. At midfield, Mason Lassard will be the first Pirate there for it, as it was mishandled by Griffin Getsko. And Getsko fires this one out of bounds. Quick whistle, we'll have some substitutions. Grant Funk will enter alongside Carter Fee. Exiting will be Sam Widseth. I can't quite see. It appears to be Mason Lassard. Throwing upcoming, Ethan Langto chops this one over the top, and narrowly missing was Alex Zammert, but kept in right at midfield. Zammert there for it, and it'll be pushed along and back towards midfield by Landon Morissette. Morissette pushes this one up for Nicholas Johnson, puts on the brakes, good move, and moving it forward. Royals moving with a lot of speed, and it's chipped into the corner. Drops it back for Johnson. Johnson tripped over one ankle. He pushes it back towards the corner for Micah Schmidt. Micah Schmidt trying to boot this one for the cross, and it's off the shin of Nolan Cassavant. Schmidt with the throw-in into the corner, and Reggie Winjum will just pick this one up off the deflection, and he'll end that threat. Winjum boots this one back out toward midfield. Grant Funk, the first Pirate there for it, but the Royals send it back the other way. Micah Schmidt on the far side doing battle with Riker Arnold. As it goes back to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for Luke Osley into the corner. Osley's going to get a chance, and Reggie Winjum. Easy pickup for him. Give Winjum the save. Carter Fee winding back. Boots this one back out toward midfield. It'll be taken by Evan Wagner. Evan Wagner, it'll roll off his boot out for the near side touchline and out of play. Quick throw and upcoming for Chase Ortiz. Ortiz, it'll be up the line for Grant Funk. Grant Funk motoring over midfield, trying to put on the brakes, and he just can't get around Evan Jewison. And your final over from Mankato, and we'll update you here in just a second. As Alex Johnson into the corner, putting on the brakes, good move, looking for the cross, in front, backhand door. It's a backdoor shot, and the first score of the game. Reggie Winjum just couldn't get there for that one. Didn't quite see who that was from, as there was a whole pile of bodies right up front. As we'll say, Chase Ortiz. Give credit to Mason Schmidt, the 8th grader. He's playing a grade up here in varsity, and he scores our first one of the game, 1-0 for the Royals. On your Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, Quincy, they defeat the University of Minnesota Crookston Golden Eagles in 3 sets at the Maverick Invitational. Now Crookston goes 2-2 at the Maverick Invite with a win against Upper Iowa University and a loss against Chadron State College, and then a win against Lake Superior State University earlier this morning, and then a loss now to Quincy University in 3 sets. It's their second sweep, or second time being swept at the Maverick Invite, as that'll end their day over in Mankato. This one booted along out to the 40-yard line and headed straight into the air by Landon Morissette, battling and trying to get around Gunnar Groven. A little bit too much contact from Groven, and it'll be another free kick. This time taken at about the 45 yards to the goal. 1-0 the score after 17 minutes and 45 seconds, or excuse me, with 17 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock here in our 23rd minute. Another bit of trickery as this one's eventually taken by Landon Morissette, who sends it along. Chance in front. Reggie Winjum comes out sliding, takes away, and Carter Fee with the clear. A quick turnover and sent along into the corner by Emmanuel Murrow, and another clear, this time from Aaron Gussie. Motoring around, Landon Morissette. He'll get a chance here. Reggie Windjam, a diving stop, and he denies the Royals their second goal of this game. A great stop from Reggie Windjam as he boots this one along. Well, the Royals have been turning it up offensively. As kept in right at the line by Luke Osley, and into the corner he has to contend with Aaron Gussie, and both players go down to a knee. Gussie a little bit slow to get up, but he does. Oh. As we're going to have a stoppage in play, and Lon Blake will go out and have a look. We'll go ahead and throw it to a break here on KROX TV and KROX Radio. This is Crookston Pirates Boys Soccer.
Looking for some family fun? Come to Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Sizzling hot, made-to-order pizza with all your favorite toppings. Cool off with our delicious hand-scooped ice cream. So many flavors and so much fun. And don't forget our game room, packed with excitement for kids of all ages. Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, Crookston, Minnesota. Call us or stop by today.
Times to be together. Happy Joe's.
Welcome back to Crookston Pirates Boys Soccer here on KROX TV and KROX Radio, 1260 AM, 105.7 FM, and in Grand Forks, East Grand Forks on 92.1. Good news, Aaron Gussie did leave the field under his own power, and so it doesn't seem like there is too much harm done as that one's knocked out of play. On your Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves defeat the Crookston Girls Soccer team 5-0. As that shot just went right off the referee. We'll have a quick stoppage. Over in Mankato and college volleyball, it's the Maverick Invitational. UMC did defeat Lake Superior State 3-0, but fell to Quincy University just a couple of moments ago in 3 sets. We'll also have updates for the University of North Dakota as they take on the University of Montana at 2 p.m. Going down to a knee, that was Nolan Cassavant as Luke Osley just overpowered him. And Cassavant gets back in time and sends it along. Chase Ortiz fires this one in. Grant Funk jumped the routes, so to speak, and he'll send this one along into the corner. A lot of speed, and chasing after it is Mason Lassard. It's sent out to the top of the pitch along the far side, and booting that one away again is Nolan Cassavant. Headed along by Gunnar Groven. Here's a chance on Grant Funk, trying to get this one in the corner, and eventually goes out of play. Well, no whistle. Well, they'll call it a goal kick. Well, from up here, from this angle, it looked like Grant Funk just spiked it off of one of the Royals' defenders for the corner kick, but the referees disagreed. There was not an immediate indication made, and so here come the Royals. Motoring in with a lot of speed, getting around easy is Micah Schmidt. Schmidt with the cross. He tried to find this one, and it'll roll all the way to the near side. Ethan Langto trying to clear this. Kept in at the line by Gunnar Groven, and Gunnar Groven earns the takeaway and tries to get this one through midfield. His pass intercepted, intended for Grant Funk. Gunnar Groven chasing Chase Ortiz. Ortiz keeps this one at the line, and Cade Wisk comes in on defense. Nolan Cassavant chasing Luke Osley, and Cassavant will just have to spike this one out of play. It'll be a quick throw in into the corner for the Royals. 13 minutes and 47 seconds left here in half number one. 1-0 to score as the Watertown-Mayer Royals currently leading the Pirates. This one kept in on the line once again by Chase Ortiz. Gunnar Groven trying to push this one back into midfield. Groven along the near side, right in front of the Crookston bench. This one out of play. Any indication, and they're going to say it'll be a throw-in upcoming for the Royals. Gunnar Groven spiked the ball off the dirt, not happy with the decision. This one's pushed back for Nicholas Johnson. Johnson going down to a knee. Grant Funk, again, a little bit too much contact, and another free kick upcoming, taken quickly. Pushing this one back in close into the box. It'll be collected by Mason Schmidt, who has one goal already in this game. That'll come free, a long shot in and over the top of the crossbar. 3 points for the field goal if you're playing American football. And it'll be out of play, and a goal kick upcoming for Reggie Windjam. Windjam will leave this one for Peter Wiersma, who keeps it on the ground. Tried to push it upfield to Sam Winseth, but it's intercepted along the far side by Micah Schmidt. Schmidt passing this one in close for Mason Schmidt. And eventually it's cleared out to the corner. It'll be a throw in for the Royals. Quick throw in and crossed. The header from Micah Schmidt, That'll narrowly avoid going out at the touchline. It's kept in by Micah Schmidt right into the corner, looking for the cross again, and that'll be cleared by Peter Wiersma. Follow-up chance, Reggie Windjam comes across, takes away that chance, and a chance now for Nicholas Johnson. He did not get the shot away. Ethan Langto trying to clear this one out towards the box, and eventually cleared by Gunnar Groven. Good defensive job there from the Pirates as they look to flip the field and get another offensive rush. It's been 10 shots so far in this first half for the Royals and only one for the Pirates. They have not spent any time in their attacking third. Chase Ortiz. He'll go down to a knee, a little bit too much contact. The likes of the referee from Jace Brighaman, and another free kick taken, this time at about the 45. That'll be on the Royals side of the field. A long kick and headed along by Alex Zammert, that was Peter Wiersma. Looking to clear this one was Ivan Lacal, and it'll just quickly escape the field and clang off the far side bench. Quick throw in for the Royals, passed up for Nicholas Johnson. Johnson looking to cross this one, a chance in front. Reggie Windjam, and it narrowly goes wide. Luke Osley had a wide open net. Reggie Windjam would not have been able to get back in time, and Osley just pushes it wide. 10 minutes and 15 seconds here in our first half. 1-0. The Royals off 11 shots and 6 saves for Reggie Windjam already. Windjam lines up and takes the goal kick. It's a low kick. Will make it out to midfield. The header from Gunnar Groven, pushing it back for Carter Fee. Carter Fee and Groven can't get back on defense, and it'll be pushed along into the corner by Landon Morissette. Reggie Windjam seen enough with Luke Osley bearing down, and he'll clear this one out. It will be a throw-in, so narrowly avoids keeping at the corner. The throw-in will be taken by Nicholas Johnson. Keeps it on the ground and passes it back to Landon Morissette. Back up for Johnson. Johnson trying to get around Fee. Fee, a good spot of defense. This time it trickles off the foot of Johnson, and Fee will take the throw-in. A long, booming throw-in from Carter Fee through that 20 yards. And he pushes it forward for Gunnar Groven. Groven up the line. Chase Ortiz battling forward alongside Tony Elbinger. Elbinger has 2 varsity goals already this season. Alon Boyk likes to describe him as a guy who quite literally uses his head. As this one out of play, Gunnar Groven just bumping shoulders there with Chase Ortiz. And it will be another throw in, and the referee says he won't hear any arguments from the bench. Free kick underway. It gets sent in deep. Ethan Langto sends this one back the other way. Chance in front. Mason Schmidt just lost his footing there, and he would have had a chance for a shot on goal as Tony Elvinger heads that one along right at midfield. 8:23 left in our first half, 1-0 the Royals. Chipped forward out of play, misplayed there by Emmanuel Muro, and we'll have a substitution. It'll be Riker Arnold entering and Carter Fee exiting, and for the Watertown Royals, that'll be Solomon Kopel entering, and exiting will be Luke Osley. Osley's had a good night so far as we're into our afternoon hours here on KROX. He likes to come in off the edge from this near side corner, and he's had a couple of opportunities. As the throw-in upcoming, it's a good one from Peter Wiersma. Mason Schmidt dribbling, dropping this one back for Micah Schmidt. Micah Schmidt with a cross and a header on, takes a weird bounce and into the corner. We'll have a free kick the other way. As again, just a little bit too much contact from Solomon Koppel. Well, he's entered in the game and in 10 seconds already announces his presence as he cut in behind the defense. Nobody picked him up. He stayed on sides, and he almost had an opportunity onto the net for Reggie Windjam. 7 minutes now in our first half, remaining 1-0 for the Royals. Entering now into our 23rd minute. Gunnar Groven will take this one. We'll have a quick whistle and a massive substitution in Group 1. Entering will be Grant Funk, Tony Elbinger, as here comes the throw-in. Up the line from Alex Zammert. Pushing it back to the goaltender, Griffin Getzkow, just drops this one back for Vincent Evans, who boots it along and into midfield. Well, one thing to note, this Royals team has some of the best passing that we've witnessed at KROX Radio Stadium from any team that has played the Pirates here today. The Crookston Pirates defense has just not been able to keep up with their passing through midfield. It's why they have 11 shots on the goal. This one sent in the corner and colliding as Peter Wiersma and Nicholas Johnson. Out to the corner, that's kept in by Maddox Hillman. Hillman with a long pass in front, and Reggie Windjam goes down to the knee. He'll just grab this one out of the air. Credit him with the save as he fires this one a long, booming punt and flips the field. Heading that one along to himself and into the corner now for Alex Zammert, and he can't keep it out of the line. Now, a heck of an effort there from Zammert as he headed it along to himself and chased after it, but he just couldn't keep this one in. It's a throw-in upcoming. Chase Ortiz drops this one in, and it's sent along, chipped ahead. And it'll be taken now by Emmanuel Murrow. Murrow pushing this one forward for Nicholas Johnson. Johnson dribbling around. And now into the attacking third. Drops this one back, pushes it through, tried to find Mason Schmidt. And Peter Wiersma gets back on defense. Ball eventually trickles back to the goaltender, Reggie Windjam, who picks this one up with under 5 minutes remaining. We've played just about 35 minutes here in our first half. It's 1-0 for the Watertown-Mayer Royals. Out of play, and the linesman judges it to be off of the Royals. And so a quick throw in. Tony Elbinger fires this one up the line for Grant Funk. Grant Funk motoring around, a little bit of a shove in the back. Not enough of an angle for the referee to make any sort of call, but it will be a goal kick as this one trickles out the back of the goal line. Well, the Royals really haven't been really haven't favorited that long booming goal kick from the goalkeeper that we've seen so often. Instead, they just like to pass this one through and let their passing and dribbling do the talking. This one's fired back in towards midfield, knocked on by Emmanuel Murrow, who is trying to get around the Crookston defenders, and Murrow with it now. We'll have a quick whistle. It's a lot of contact right at midfield, but it just kind of looked like both Crookston defenders ran into each other. The referee will award a free kick. It'll be taken by Grant Funk. Funk keeps this one in the air and boots it out towards the corner. He has a streaking Tony Elbinger who tries and fires that one on, and it'll knock off the side of the cage. And it'll be 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in our first half. Quick substitution entering the game is Gunnar Groven. And Mason Lassard exiting will be Colton Osborne and Alex Zammert. Goal kick away. It's a slow one. Passing this one just in front of the net from Vincent Evans. Crookston trying to dribble around was Mason Lassard. He ran into a little bit of contact, and it'll be cleared back into the midfield and eventually into the attacking third as this one's just booted up and into the air right in front of us in the press box by Peter Wiersma. Throwing up coming for Chase Ortiz right at midfield. He'll just drop this one in. That's an illegal toss in. Didn't get enough of the distance that he wanted and that the referee liked, and so it'll be a throw in upcoming for the Pirates. Quick throw in from Aiden DeLage. Sent into midfield. Crookston playing with a little bit of energy here as we are in our final minute and a half of half number one. An aggressive tackle there from Peter Wiersma, and going down to the knee was Mason Schmidt, and we'll have a yellow card shown. First yellow card of the game, and it's to Peter Wiersma. Mason Schmidt will have a free kick right at midfield. Coming off the bench is Jason Brigham, and Peter Wiersma will exit. Now this free kick will be taken exactly midfield. It's away and sent into the corner. Booted immediately by Ivan Lacow, and Grant Funk with it now at midfield. Chase Ortiz takes it away and pushes it back upfield. Riker Arnold trying to get this one through. Grant Funk pushing it through for Gunnar Groven. Gunnar Groven's going to get beat out to that ball by Chase Ortiz, and another whistle. Gunnar Groven tripped up Chase Ortiz. It'll be a free kick at about the 20-yard line. This one will be for the Royals. Under a minute remaining now in half number one. Still 1-0. The Royals, their only goal coming earlier in this half. That was by Mason Schmidt. Just kind of knocked that one in right in front of the net. A loud header by Nolan Cassavant knocks this one on. Tony Elbinger taking it out wide, and there's a shoulder and a lot of contact. No whistle upcoming. 21 seconds now in our half. Nolan Cassavant clears. It's headed back in towards the attacking third. Gunnar Groven chasing as going down to a knee, and we'll have a quick whistle and a quick timeout. Referee will stop the clock. And he's shown a yellow card. I think that was shown to Tony Elbinger, and it was. Tony Elbinger will exit. It's 2 yellow cards now in the half for the Pirates. Carter Fee will come off the bench. 5 seconds left on the clock. 1-0 for the Royals. Now the Crookston bench and Lon Boyk asking for an explanation. It's going to fall on deaf ears. And it'll be a free kick at about the 34. Free kick on the way. Sent in towards the net. Chance in front as the ball's just kind of bobbled around, and right as time expires with a shot on towards. It's 1-0 after 40 Our only goal of the game so far is from Mason Schmidt, who knocked it in right from dead center in the goaltender's box. 1-0. Our score. Some final stats, or excuse me, some stats from the half. 12 shots for the Royals and 7 saves for Reggie Windham. Only 1 shot and no save for Vincent Evans. 1 corner kick in the game so far. It belongs to the Royals. We'll take another look at our stats and our scoreboard updates here on the halftime show. This is KROX TV and KROX Radio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
I'll go back into KROX Radio Stadium here for Crookston Pirates Boys Soccer. Crookston Pirates taking on the Watertown-Mayer Royals. It's 1-0 after our first half. The only goal scored by Mason Schmidt. That came at 21 minutes and 10 seconds. Give Nicholas Johnson the assist on that play. Some stats from that first half. Very skewed in favor of the Royals. 12 shots on for 7 saves from Reggie Windham. Only 1 shot for the Pirates. They have not been able to break through that defensive back line. For as many shots as that Reggie Windham is facing, the Crookston Pirates defense is doing a great job at shutting down many of those opportunities. On your Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, some scores from around today. Girls Soccer started at 11 o'clock. They played right here at KROX Radio Stadium, taking on the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. That game was a 5-0 loss for the Pirates. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley taking the win. In boys soccer, again, this is 1-0 the score after 40. And in college volleyball, UMC traveling to Lake Superior State, traveling to Mankato to play Lake Superior State, and the Maverick Invites. They go 2-2 over both days. A win against Upper Iowa, 3-1. A loss against Shadron State College, 0-2. A win against Lake Superior State, 3-0, and a loss to Quincy University a couple of moments ago in 3 sets. They were swept by Quincy University. We'll give you updates about the North Dakota UND at Montana Grizzly game, as that's set to start in about 10 minutes here on KROX. Just in general, we will not obviously have that game for you. Again, the score here from KROX Radio Stadium, it's 1-0. The Royals leading the Pirates. This is KROX TV and KROX Radio.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
Softball,
Baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting,
Hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band.
choir,
visual arts,
Speech.
theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
My education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Welcome back to Crookston Pirates Boys Soccer here at KROX Radio Stadium. If you're following us online, it's brought to you by KROX TV. If you're following us on the radio, KROX Radio, 1260 AM, 105.7 FM, and in Grand Forks, East Grand Forks on 92.1. Our score after 40 minutes and one half played, the Watertown-Mayer Royals 1 and the Crookston Pirates nothing. Some stats from that first half, very heavily skewed in the way of the Royals. 12 shots on for 7 saves from Reggie Windjam for the Pirates. Only 1 shot for the Pirates and no saves so far from Vincent Evans in goal. Only 1 corner kick, and so far it belongs to the Royals. Taking a look at your Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. In girls soccer, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, the Wolves knocking off the Crookston Pirates girls soccer team 5-0. That game happened here today. In college football, we'll have Minnesota at the University of California for you tonight at 9:30 with a pregame at 7:30. In UMC volleyball, they traveled to Mankato to play 2 days at the Maverick Invite. They go 2-2. Upper Iowa University with the win against them, 3-1. A loss against Shadron State College, 0 sets. They won 0 sets. That was a 3-0 sweep. They won against Lake Superior State University this morning. That was a very early game at 8 o'clock. They did get the sweep, 3-0 over Lake Superior, but they fell against Quincy University. That game ended just about 20 minutes ago. They got swept 3-0. So 2-2 at the Maverick Invites. We'll also be bringing you score updates from the University of North Dakota as that game gets set to take off in about 5 minutes. We're back and getting ready to play half number 2 here in Crookston at KROX Radio Stadium. Only goal of the game so far got scored by Mason Schmidt. Give the assist to Nicholas Johnson. That came at the 21st minute, 21 minutes and 10 seconds in the first half. As Crookston, they will start the second half with possession. And we are about ready to get underway here in Crookston. Referee signals, and we're underway. Grant Funk passes this one back to Carter Fee. Fee looking to pass this one back in close. And it'll eventually come out to the far side. Tony Elbinger, he's got one yellow card already today, as this is sent in from the 50-yard line. With a lot of speed is Ethan Langto, or excuse me, that was Riker Arnold. Riker Arnold speeding all the way back, and it's pushed into the corner. This one will escape out the back of the goal line and for a goal kick from Reggie Windjam. Goal kick away from Reggie Windjam. Intercepted right at the top of the attacking third. And trying to dribble around to the defense was Landon Morissette. Morissette just pushes this one back out for Griffin Getzkow. He'll get tied up with Tony Elbinger and have to pass it back out towards midfield. The Royals will reset. Pushing it forward, Carter Fee. A little bit of a push, no call. And Tony Elbinger right at midfield, looking to escape around in towards midfield. Back up for Tony Elbinger on the far side. Tony Elbinger will push this one through for Grant Funk, who carries it over midfield. Grant Funk pushing this one back in towards the center. And it'll come up for Riker Arnold. Vincent Evans will kick this one off the goal line. Over for Maddox Hillman. Maddox Hillman just keeps this one at the touchline. It'll escape out of play. Was upset with himself, and so a throw-in upcoming for Riker Arnold. Quick whistle. And they'll say an illegal throw-in from Riker. 2 minutes exactly have been played here in our second half. Throw-in upcoming from the Royals. It'll be pushed up the line, trying to find Nicholas Johnson. He has an assist already in this game as Johnson gets roped down to the ground. That was from Peter Wiersma, and so a free kick upcoming. It'll be taken quickly, Johnson, firing this one into the corner. He has Alex Johnson. Johnson putting on the brakes. Dribbling around Cassavant. Passes this one back for Micah Schmidt. Up for Johnson. Johnson being defended by Wiersma. Pushes it out for Landon Morissette, who drops it back for Nicholas Johnson. Back to Morissette, and Morissette trying to find the corner, and he put a little bit too much mustard on that pass. It'll escape out the back of the goal line for another goal kick for Reggie Windjam. Windjam backs up and boots this one away. Intercepted at midfield. Motoring around, Emmanuel Muro. Check that. Emmanuel Muro. As Muro motors into the corner. Kept in at the goal line. Narrowly avoided going out of play. And trying to push this one upfield. Tony Elbinger with it on the far side. He'll turn the corner. He's got a lot of speed. Runs into a brick wall, and he hits the dirt. A free kick upcoming. A little bit too much contact from Griffin Getzkow, and a free kick will be taken at about the 45. Now they'll say the 40. About 50 yards to the goal. Grant Funk backs up and takes this one. It's a booming kick, keeps it wide, and headed back the other way by Maddox Hillman. Taken over midfield by the Royals. As this one sent along into the corner with a lot of speed is Micah Schmidt, and he keeps it in just barely on the line. Battling for it with Peter Wiersma. Peter pushes this one forward up the touch line. Riker Arnold comes over to defend Alex Johnson, and Johnson will escape. Will have a whistle. It will be a free kick. Excuse me, they'll call it a throw-in. It'll be taken by Maddox Hillman. Hillman bounces this one off the ground and takes it himself. Back to Hillman. Up the line for Morissette. Morissette looking for the cross, headed on, spiked up in the air. This will stay in the box. Gunnar Groven came over to try to clear that one, spiked it right off one of the Royals. Peter Wiersma. As Landon Morissette loops around, Morissette hits the dirt. No call upcoming. He gets up with his hands raised. It'll fall on deaf ears. That one will escape out the touch line. Maddox Hillman with the throw in. Keeps it quick. Up for Alex Johnson. Carter Fee chips this one back out towards midfield, and going down to the seat of his pants is Micah Schmitz, and coming in just a little bit too aggressively was Riker Arnold. They'll say a free kick for Crookston, however. Grant Funk will back up to take this one, boots it over midfield. He'll find Carter Fee, who heads it along. Carter Fee up for Tony Elbinger, as Elbinger fights forward and takes it wide outside to the far side touchline. Carter Fee taking a tumble, and it'll be taken over midfield once again by the Royals. Good defensive step from Ethan Langto, sends it up the touchline, and it'll be just taken by the Royals. Landon Morissette. He can't control that one. Ethan Langto again with a good defensive step. 34 minutes remaining here in our second half. Cross pass in towards midfield. Ethan Langto getting tangled up there barely as this ball's kept in towards the top of the box. Motoring in, a chance on goal, and scoring is Alex Johnson. He came in very aggressive and just pushed it past back behind the entire Pirates defense and just chipped it right to the left corner, kept it on the ground past the outstretched hands of Reggie Windjum. Oh, that makes it 2-0 here with just under 34 minutes left in half number 2 and the game. The Royals now leading the Pirates. This one sent up the line out of play. A throw-in upcoming. It'll be taken by Carter Fee. Carter Fee. Long toss from him. This is sent out towards midfield and headed along by Gunnar Groven. Sent back the other way by the Royals, and they're in with a lot of speed once again. Battling forward at midfield was Jace Brigham, as Brigham turns and fires this one through. Grant Funk with a lot of speed, knocking this one along to himself into the goalie box, and Vincent Evans will beat everybody there and pick this one up. Ends that scoring threat from the Pirates. Grant Funk turned on the jet boosters there for a second, but he just couldn't beat out Vincent Evans to that ball. Sort of the best looks that Crookston has had all game. They only have one shot on goal, and it came in the first half. Riker Arnold sending that one wide into the corner. It'll escape out the back of the goal line for a goal kick from Vincent Evans. Substitution entering now is Aiden DeLage and Cade Wisk. Entering for the Royals is Solomon Kopel. Carter Fee and Riker Arnold will exit for the Pirates, and Luke Osley will exit for the Royals. Quick goal kick from Vincent Evans. He keeps this one low and on the ground, and it's pushed forward up the field for Micah Schmidt. Schmidt knocks this one into the corner, giving chase forward is Nicholas Johnson. Johnson runs into Peter Wiersma, but Wiersma can't clear. Johnson passes it back for Schmidt. Schmidt, a crossing pass, a header kept on the ground, chance in front, and everybody going down and a tumble, but no call either way. It'll come free all the way back out toward midfield. Sent in by Maddox Hillman. And Micah Schmidt with it now. Looking to get this one past Ethan Langto. It comes free for Nicholas Johnson. Johnson turns and fires this one on catching it off of the bounce. Short hop, Reggie Windjum. Windjum flips the field. Great look as Grant Funk motors in behind everybody. It's headed behind into the goaltender's box, and catching it off the bounce was Vincent Evans. Again, this Royals team is really not favoring those long passes. Just keep it low and on the ground. Effective passing to each other. They just split the defense and isolate them and pass it to the next open man. Tony Elbinger motoring around on the outside corner, and he'll lose control. Chase Brigham battling for it with Evan Jewison. Jewison passes this one back for Chase Ortiz, but Ortiz loses control. It'll exit up the touchline. A throw-in upcoming. It'll be taken by Grant Funk. Throw-in came in. It's knocked into the corner. Grant Funk spikes this one up into the air and headed on towards the net, but we'll have a whistle. Offside's the call. 29 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in our half. Well, Grant Funk got a little bit too excited and just beat the rest of the defense in behind. Now from our Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, once more, the University of Minnesota Crookston Golden Eagles go 2-2 at the Maverick Invite in Mankato. Wins against Upper Iowa and Lake Superior, and losses against Chadron State and Quincy University. In Montana, the University of North Dakota, the Fighting Hawks are taking on the Montana Grizz. That game just got started in the first quarter. Aiden DeLage looking to push this one forward. He gets it up for Gunnar Groven. Groven has that one trickle off the ends of his boot, and it's taken over by Micah Schmidt. Micah Schmidt faking the pass, battling Aiden DeLage. Schmidt will just pass this one back for Maddox Hillman. Hillman up the touchline, a little bit of a dribbler. Back for Schmidt, who clears it wide. Out for Griffin Getzko. Getzko looking to flip the field, up for Chase Ortiz. Ortiz on the far side. That'll trickle out of bounds. They'll say off of Tony Elbinger, as Tony Elbinger was confused for a second and thought that it would be his throw-in. A quick throw-in, quickly moved up the line, and this is for Solomon Kopel. Again out of bounds, and they will say off the foot of Ivan Lacal. Ortiz takes it. Kept in by Nicholas Johnson. Johnson motoring around. Chance in front of the top of the box. This is where both goals have been scored, and a huge kick from Micah Schmidt is blocked right up front by this Crookston defense. Down with a huff is Emmanuel Muro, but we will not have a call either way. And back into the corner. Crossing pass in front. Reggie Windham down to the knee. He'll pick this one up. A dribbler. With 27 minutes and 35 seconds left in our half. 2-0 for the Royals. Well, thank you for joining us here on KROX TV on the radio side of things. KROX 1260 AM, 105.7 FM, the voice of the Valley in Crookston, Minnesota, and in Grand Forks, East Grand Forks on 92.1. Reggie Windham comes out to challenge. He'll pick this one up. And fires this one back out toward midfield. Grant Funk, the first Pirate there for it. It'll trickle into the front of the Crookston bench and out of bounds as Grant Funk collided with the bench, and he appears to be okay. He was chasing after that one to keep it in play. It will be a throw-in upcoming for the Royals. It'll be taken by Maddox Hillman, but we'll have a group substitution, a big one for the Pirates. 26 minutes, 35 seconds here in half number 2. It'll be taken by Micah Schmidt. Micah Schmidt knocks this one along and deflected wide out to the corner by Nolan Cassavant. It's kept in from going out the back of the goal line as Cassavant turns and fires this one up the line. Carter Fee couldn't get a foot on. Trickles out to the near side touch line and taken by Alex Johnson. He's contending with Alex Zammert. Alex Johnson pushes this one back out toward midfield, taken by Chase Ortiz. Ortiz on the ground, kept it for Sullivan Koppel. Koppel moving in, up the line, Micah Schmidt back for Alex Johnson. A chance in front and cleared. This one will escape for a corner kick. It was dancing along that goal line for a little bit, but it will go out the back, and it'll be another corner kick, our first of the second half, and our first in just over 32 minutes. The second of the game, the second for the Royals. Corner kick kept on the ground, passed back for Maddox Hillman. Hillman drops it back for Nicholas Johnson. Johnson puts on the brakes. Back for Hillman into the corner. Hillman, a crossing pass. He just put a little bit too much on. It'll escape out the back of the goal line, this time for a goal kick for Reggie Windjam. Windjam moves this one into midfield. It'll be taken by Evan Jewison, who knocks it on. Micah Schmidt trying to get around, and a little bit too much contact there for the referee's liking from Aiden DeLage. 25 minutes remaining in our second half. 2-0 for the Royals. It'll be a free kick at about the 35, 45 yards of the goal. This one will be taken by Landon Morissette, who knocks it on. A header in front, and Reggie Windjam did make the save. It went off his hand and trickled wide. Scrambled back in time to pick that ball up. Another great save from Reggie Windjam. It was a booming kick from Landon Morissette and was knocked on a header right towards the goal by Micah Schmidt. And it was saved by Reggie Windjam. Trickled wide, and he scrambled back to make the secondary save, picking it up. As the Royals looking to move this one through midfield once again. Carter Fee misses on his jab step. Taken over midfield by Landon Morissette. Morissette turns and fires it on. He'll put it just wide. Reggie Windjam did need to make a save, I think. As he did, moved it just wide to the left of the goal. So another corner kick upcoming, third of the game and third for the Royals. This will be taken in the corner by Nicholas Johnson. Johnson backs up, boots this one away. It's high. This will right in the middle. A header on towards the net and quickly cleared by Nolan Cassavant. Follow-up chance for Johnson. Reggie Windjam's right there, and he drops to the knee and makes the chance. 10 saves now on this game for Reggie Windjam. Windjam boots this one away again. This will get out toward midfield and headed along back the other way by Evan Jewison. Up the field quickly to Solomon Koppel. Koppel putting on the brakes. He's being defended quite fiercely by Colton Osborne. Nicholas Johnson on the ground. Drops it back for Morissette. Morissette takes it to the far side, motors back in close. Morissette knocks this one on close towards the net. Reggie Windjam is there. He picks this one up off the deflection, and it's another save for Reggie Windjam. 22-28 left in our second half. As this one's now at the top of the attacking third, Micah Schmidt boots this one on close. Reggie Windjam is there. He'll pluck this one out of the air once again. (22-8) left in our second half as Windjam sends this one along. Checking in on our draft sports bar and grill scoreboard updates. The Crookston Pirate Girls Soccer team falls to Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 5-0. That game was played here at KROX Radio Stadium. In college volleyball, UMC traveling to Mankato to play in the Maverick Invite. They go 2-2. Wins against Upper Iowa and Lake Superior, and a loss against Shadron and Quincy. They were swept twice in both of their losses. Currently happening over in Montana, the University of North Dakota, the Fightin' Hawks taking on the Grizz. That game got underway just about 7 minutes ago. It's still the first quarter, tied at 0 aside. Long throw in. Reggie Windjam way out to challenge. He'll pluck this one out of the air. He did make a good collision right at the top. That was with Mason Schmidt, who has the first goal of this game that came in the first half. Mason Schmidt playing a grade up, only listed as an 8th grader, and yet he has the first goal, and as of now, the game-winning goal, as Reggie Windjam knocks this one along. Up for Alex Zammert. Zammert has that one roll off his foot, but it's kicked out of bounds at the very last minute by Maddox Hillman, and a substitution, group substitution now for Crookston. Throw in by Carter Fee that's thrown up the line. Maddox Hillman battling for it with Tony Elbinger as this one trickles out of bounds. It will be a throw in upcoming. Hillman picks it up quick, throws it back the other way, taken by Aiden DeLage, who sends this one out of play once again. Maddox Hillman throws it in. Long one right up the line, taken by Micah Schmidt. Schmidt backs it back to Hillman, and Hillman fires it forward and right off the face of Tony Elbinger. He's okay, and play continues. Collective gasp from the crowd when that transpired, with good reason, but Tony Elbinger, again, using his head as Lon Boyd likes to call it. And it's sent back the other way. Sam Widseth tries to get this one past Nicholas Johnson. Johnson motoring into the corner, and he collides with Ethan Langto. No call. A very aggressive tackle there from Langto, but got enough of the ball, says the referee. This one sent on, and plucking it out of the air is Reggie Windham. Give him the save on that one. 20 shots on for the Royals, 13 saves for Reggie Windham, and still the Pirates have yet to record a single shot on goal in this entire second half. We've got 20 minutes left to play. We're through 60. Carter Fee goes down to a knee, holding the back of it. And we'll have a quick whistle and a timeout. Lon Boyd quickly out onto the field, and we'll probably be here for a second, so we'll go ahead and take a quick break. It's 2-0, the Royals leading the Pirates. This is KROX Radio and KROX TV.
Looking for some family fun? Come to Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Sizzling hot, made-to-order pizza with all your favorite toppings. Cool off with our delicious hand-scooped ice cream. So many flavors and so much fun. And don't forget our game room, packed with excitement for kids of all ages. Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, Crookston, Minnesota. Call us or stop by today.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
Welcome back into KROX Radio Stadium here for Crookston Pirate Boys Soccer. It's 2-0, the Royals leading the Pirates. We'll have a drop ball, and we're back underway. 19 minutes remaining here in our second half. We are through 61, and Crookston sent over for Solomon Copel. Sent along, and this one's going to get behind the defense. Ethan Langto into the corner for Alex Johnson. Johnson back for Micah Schmidt. Micah Schmidt motoring in close, trying to get a shot away. It drops back, and a dribbler on Reggie Windham, falling to his side and makes the save. Windham rips this one away and back in toward midfield. Riker Arnold, the first Pirate there to the ball, battling with Chase Ortiz, and eventually out of bounds. Ortiz spikes that one off of Riker Arnold's shin. We'll have a substitution before the throw-in. Entering the game, that is Luke Osley, who has been sitting out most of this second half. (2-0) our score with 18 minutes left. Throw-in underway. Riker Arnold keeps this one up the line. Chase Ortiz putting on the brakes, passing it back toward midfield. Maddox Hillman. Headed along. Nolan Cassavant back out toward midfield. This one's booted through. Tony Elbinger be the first Pirate there for it. And sending this one on the ground is Griffin Getzko back to his goaltender, Vincent Evans. Utilizing the goaltender in a lot of situations, this Watertown-Mayer Royal team. I mean, when Crookston has good pressure and they start to pin the defense for the Royals in deep, they'd have no problem passing that one back to their goaltender and utilizing him in other ways. As we have a quick substitution, in is Gunnar Groven for the Pirates, and exiting will be Tony Elbinger with 17 minutes and 12 seconds remaining exactly here in half number 2. Throw-in upcoming as time resumes. It'll be taken by Sam Widseth, who kept it up the line, and streaking in with it now. That's Nicholas Johnson. Johnson putting on the brakes, stepping back, trying to dribble around Riker Arnold, and Johnson with it now, looking for the cross into midfield. A little bit of a chip as this one sent wide and out of play. Alex Johnson, I like his idea, just trying to chip this one over the top of Reggie Windjam. A quick goal kick upcoming. Windjam quickly firing this one up the field, trying to get it to Aiden DeLage, but he loses control. And here comes Micah Schmidt the other way down the line. Micah Schmidt trying to get that one around Gunnar Groven, chipped out of play, and they'll say a throw-in upcoming for Groven. Groven up the line, passed it right toward DeLage. DeLage on the ground, back to Groven, and stepping in and forcing the turnover, that was Nicholas Johnson, who comes across the field with a lot of speed. It'll be a throw-in taken by Maddox Hillman. Hillman bounces this one up the line. Over for Griffin Getsko. Getsko keeps it low, trying to pass this one in. It escapes everybody, including a swing and a miss from Peter Wiersma. And it'll be picked up by Reggie Windjam. Windjam boots this one back out toward midfield for Grant Funk. Funk sends it along. This one motoring back in toward close to the goaltender. Riker Arnold trying to force the turnover, and he misses on his slide tackle. Grant Funk takes it away at the top of the touch line and keeps it in right on the line, but he can't control it, and it's pushed back up the field by the Royals. Sent the other way, Peter Wiersma climbing the ladder and heads it back to the top of the third. Long look in, Reggie Windjam backing up, but he won't need to make the play. Is another 3 points for the Royals if they were playing American football. Reggie Windjam will take the goal kick. And your DAF Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, it remains 0-0 after just under 9 minutes remaining. North Dakota taking on the Montana Grizz in Montana. Still 0-0 there in Montana. Chance in front now as Nolan Cassavant heads this one along. Micah Schmidt battling forward is going to get a chance, and he sends it just wide to the left. Excuse me, the right of Reggie Windjam. Well, Micah Schmidt, that's a great shot and a look from him. That gives him 22 shots on the day now for the Royals, as Reggie Windjam will leave this one for Peter Wiersma to take. Wiersma, a low one, takes it up the field for Grant Funk, who chips it back for Gunnar Groven. Groven looking to turn upfield, has Riker Arnold streaking. Didn't get enough pass, and it's intercepted by Nicholas Johnson. A disappointing offensive showing so far, as that's a block shot right off the seat of the pants from Landon Morissette to Nolan Cassavant. 11-on-11 crime, as this one's sent back the other way for Grant Funk. Pass back to their goaltender. Vincent Evans will just pass this one back through. It escapes out toward the touchline. And under 14 minutes now in our second half. Scoreboard update on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill. North Dakota scoring a touchdown. They lead the Montana Grizz 6-0 with just over 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A beautiful ball thrown, as currently watching the game and looking for the highlights is our cameraman Blake Fee. It'll be an 82-yard passing play thrown by Kaminsky. And they did miss the extra kick, so it will stay 6-0. 13 minutes remaining in our half. This one taken into the corner and knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in upcoming for the Royals. Missed it wide left, so 6-0 your Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. The Fighting Hawks currently leading the Montana Grizz there in the first quarter. Trying to take this one over midfield is Landon Morissette. Morissette keeps this one on the ground, tried to find Micah Schmidt, but Ethan Langtow stepping in and earning the takeaway. Maddox Hillman takes it from him and passes it back to Micah Schmidt. Schmidt leaves this one back out to the touchline, keeps it in. Schmidt, a quick chip right up the line for Alex Johnson, who passes it right back. Schmidt didn't get enough on that ball, and it bounced off the end of his foot, and stepping in to assist is Landon Morissette. Morissette up the line for Schmidt. Schmidt, good first touch and looking for the cross. Sends it back out towards the other corner. It'll bounce out the back of the goal line for a goal kick upcoming. Reggie Windjam. 2-0 for the Royals. They lead the Pirates here on KROX 1260 AM, 105.7 FM, and at Grand Forks East Grand Forks on 92.1. If you're following us online, this is brought to you by KROX TV. This one booted away by Peter Wiersma, who took the goal kick and quickly sent back towards the Happy Joe's logo, where it'll bounce out of play for a throw-in upcoming. Thank you, Blake Fee. A good day for college football. It's Saturday, and we will have college football for you later on KROX TV as the University of Minnesota, the Golden Gophers, traveling way out west. Couple of time zones as they'll take on the University of California at 9:30. We'll have that for you on KROX at 7:30. The pregame, that is. As this one's sent back out to the top of the circle for Maddox Hillman. Hillman up for Morissette. Morissette moving in. He's going to take the shot himself. Reggie Windjam, an easy stop for him to make. He plucks it out of the air. That gives him 15 saves on the day now. 23 shots on goal for the Royals, and again, just one for the Pirates. They have not recorded a shot on goal since the first half. We've played through at least 30 minutes without a shot on goal. They've had a couple of good looks so far, but they have not been able to get anything going offensively, as this back line for Watertown-Mayer is just too good. This one booted up the line. Taken and headed by Peter Wiersma, climbing the ladder for that one. It's sent back into the middle of the field. And, wow, Mason Schmidt, the little guy, the 8th grader, knocking down Peter Wiersma. As this one's sent back in towards the goal, Reggie Windjam picks this one up, and he'll just pick it up and throw it up the line. Finds his man in Aiden DeLage, but Maddox Hillman there with a quick step and sends it out of play, and another substitution. Into the game is Cade Wisk and Tony Elbinger and Ivan Lucko. And exiting will be Grant Funk, Peter Wiersma. And I do believe Aiden DeLage. Or excuse me, that won't be Peter Wiersma. That will instead be Riker Arnold. Throwing on the way, and it'll be taken by Maddox Hillman. That'll be right off the back of Jace Brigham, and so a quick throw in for Hillman. Keeps it on the line, passing it up for Johnson, and quickly towed out of play by Ivan Lacow. Micah Schmidt tosses this one over the top. He'll find Johnson, and it's quickly spiked into the air. Coming out to challenge is Micah Schmidt. Schmidt drops it back. Finds his defensive man in Evan Jewison, and Jewison will just knock this one over for Griffin Getzko. Getzko up the line out to about the 30-yard line. It's a turnover and booted back the other way. It'll get back into the defending third, and Getzko will just drop this one back to his goaltender, who takes it back into the goaltender's box. 8.5 minutes remaining in half number 2. Killing a lot of time. This is by design, waiting for one of the Pirates to challenge. Getting up and stepping was Tony Elbinger, who earns the takeaway, much to his credit. And sent back in the other way. This one gets out to the touchline. It'll be a throw-in upcoming, taken by Jace Brigham. Brigham puts this one in the corner. He has Gunnar Groven, and Groven trying to get around Maddox Hillman. And Maddox Hillman forces the turnover, and it's passed up for Micah Schmidt, who chips it back out toward midfield, taken by Nicholas Johnson. Johnson chipping this one back up the way for Landon Morissette. Morissette over the top of Ethan Langto to himself, and they're back into the attacking third and defensive third for the Pirates. Micah Schmidt with it now. Pushing it over midfield, keeps it on the ground and low, and chipped back into center. As missing that one was Peter Wiersma, but picked up by Reggie Windjam. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in our half, and the ball game 2-0. The Royals leading the Pirates. On your Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard updates, 6-0. North Dakota leading the Montana Grizz. As here's a chance in close and dribbling off the end of his foot. That was Alex Zammert. Picked up by Vincent Evans. He'll just toss this one over for Maddox Hillman. Hillman keeps it on the ground, trying to get this one up for Landon Morissette, and Morissette having to step up to it. Ivan Lecow giving him a lot of defense, and it will be a turnover, as we'll have a substitution. Entering will be, for the first time today, Lucas Pennegour, number 21, Emmanuel Murrow, and number 18, Deegan Olson. So Deegan Olson and Pennegour entering for the first time, and they'll get in with just under 6.5 minutes remaining in half number 2. Chase Ortiz and Micah Schmidt will take a rest alongside Nicholas Johnson. Throw-in upcoming from Ivan Lecow. Maddox Hillman boots this one up over his head into the air, way out of play, and this will escape out toward the Crookston bench. Under F Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Girls Soccer, Crookston Pirate Girls Soccer, they fall the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 5-0. That game was played here today. In college volleyball, UMC, the Crookston Golden Eagles, they traveled to Mankato to play in the Maverick Invite. They went 2-2 with wins against Upper Iowa and Lake Superior State University, but losses, and both of them sweeps, by Chadron State College and Quincy University. On the agenda for today, we'll have college football. Minnesota, the Golden Gophers traveling out west. They'll play the University of California at 9:30. We'll have the pregame show for you at 7:30. Is muscling in close, a chance across, and good defense. Maddox Hillman follow-up chance, went off his own man and kicks wide to the corner. That was the greatest shot that the Pirates were going to have all day. And they won't even give them a shot on goal, as it was an own save, went off the back of his own man. And the Royals quickly sending it back the other way. Peter Wiersma sending this one back across. Gunnar Groven trying to beat out Maddox Hillman to that ball. Maddox Hillman putting on the stops and escapes just barely, but it still will be a throw-in, not quite a corner kick. We got to go back to that. Gunnar Groven was most of the catalyst for what caused that mad scramble in front of the net. He had the pass to himself, recorded the shot, and the shot came wide, kicked out to the top for Riker Arnold. As there's another shot on goal, and 2 shots now for the Pirates. The first save that Vincent Evans has had to make all day. As Evans sent this one up the field, it's turned over and quickly brought back by the Royals, and it will be carried over midfield by Emmanuel Murrow. Drops it back for Lucas Pennegour. And it finally comes free out of play. A quick substitution will have a stoppage at the time. We'll have a substitution, as we'll have a goaltender substitution. Reggie Windjam will throw on a player's jersey, and Colton Osborne will throw on the purple jersey and the gloves, and he'll step into the net. Well, we did talk about in the pregame show with Lon Boyk, and even before that, that we might see this, especially as we came down into garbage time with under 5 minutes left to go, that Reggie Windjam has been playing well for them offensively. And so we would probably see him come out of the net, as Reggie Windjam already with it into the corner, trying to pass this one through off back to himself, and it narrowly escapes out the back of the goal line. So Reggie Windjam already making a statement on the field and making his presence known, as he just narrowly avoided getting a shot off goal as it went out the back of the goal line. That'll be a goal kick, taking a lot of time, was Vincent Evans. It's a goal kick on the ground over for Micah Schmidt, who passes it back to Landon Morissette. Landon Morissette motoring around with a lot of speed. He'll take this one himself and put on the brakes at midfield. Morissette trying to push this one through. Turning and firing it back the other way was Peter Wiersma. Landon Morissette keeps this one on at the line. Challenged by Ivan Lecow, and Wiersma again with the header sends it up the line. Alex Johnson there with it, as this one will escape out to the touchline, right in front of the Happy Joe's logo here at KROX Radio Stadium. Taking a quick look in again over in Montana. It's still 6-0 with under 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The Fightin' Hawks defeating the Grizzlies 6-0. Grant Funk with it now at midfield. Motoring back behind. Chipped in. Peter Wiersma overcommitted, and Johnson sends this wide for Micah Schmidt. Schmidt looking for the cross, and he sends it just behind his own teammates. Equivalent of an underthrown ball if you're playing football, as this one comes free all the way to the top. Nicholas Johnson keeps it up the line, up for Alex Johnson, as Johnson battling with Grant Funk, trying to turn the corner, and Johnson eventually just spikes this one over for Maddox Hillman. Hillman looking to fire this one on towards the net, and Osborne will go down to the knee and pick that one up. Give Osborne the save. As we'll have a quick whistle right at midfield. It will be a free kick given this time to the Royals. 1 minute and 24 seconds, 2-0 our score. Watertown-Mayer. A minute and 18 away from knocking off the Crookston Pirates. And as far as we can tell, this is the first time that these two teams have ever played each other. And all of our research, all of the coaches' research, and just simply asking around, nobody could find any record of these two teams playing each other. So in their first meeting, Watertown-Mayer led for a 2-0 shutout of the Crookston Pirates. 1 minute remaining. It will be a corner kick, and it'll be the fourth of the game, the fourth for the Royals as well. .40 seconds left in the ball game. Kick comes in, and Colton Osborne will pluck this one out of the air for the stoppage. 30 seconds left. That's pretty much going to do it for this one as Osborne keeps this one on the ground, pushing it through. 2-0 our score. Grant Funk sends this one all the way down. 19 seconds to go in half number 2. Reggie Winsham out challenge with a lot of speed, putting on the brakes, and passed back for Evan Jewison, as Jewison will hold on to this one and passes it back for Vincent Evans, and Evans will just put a cleat on this one, and that is full time. 2-0 the score, 2-0 your final here from KROX Radio Stadium. Taking a look at our final stats. 24 shots total for the Royals and 16 total saves for Crookston, 15 saves for Reggie Winsham, and 1 for Colton Osborne. 3 shots for the Pirates across the entirety of the game, and just 1 save needed by Vincent Evans. The Pirates never really got going offensively. They just couldn't break through midfield. It's 2-0 our final. 4 corner kicks in the game, all of them, by the Royals. Once again, your final here from KROX Radio Stadium, 2-0. On your Drafts Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, taking a look over in Montana. It's still 6-0. North Dakota leading the Montana Grizz with 3 minutes and 29 seconds to go. On your other scores from today, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, they defeated Crookston in girls soccer 5-0. And in college volleyball, UMC played day 2 of a 2-day Maverick invite over in Mankato. And they went 2-2 with wins against Upper Iowa University and Lake Superior State, but losses, both of them sweeps, against Chadron State College and Quincy University. We'll hear from head coach Lon Boyk on the postgame show. This is KROX TV and KROX Radio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag? Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back into KROX Radio Stadium. Your final after a full-time 2-0 for the Watertown-Mayer Royals. Crookston never really got going offensively. They recorded just 3 total shots, only 1 save needed by goalkeeper Vincent Evans. Some stats: 24 total shots and 16 total saves. 15 of those were by Reggie Windjum and 1 by Colton Osborne. Again, the final here at KROX Radio Stadium, 2-0. Your only goal scored of the day, that was a first-half goal by Mason Schmidt, and give Nicholas Johnson the assist on that. That came with 21 minutes and 10 seconds in and made it 1-0. And then the second goal came in the second half. That was by Alex Johnson. He just pushed past the entire Crookston Pirates back line and put it right past Reggie Windjum, outstretched hands, to make it 2-0. The Pirates never recorded a shot again in that half, and then finally got going in the last 2 minutes, but it would not be enough as the Royals knock off the Pirates 2-0. On the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update for you. North Dakota scores again, another touchdown over the Montana Grizz, this time a 10-yard touchdown from Kaminsky to Dang. And this time the point after attempt is good, 13-0, with just under 2 minutes remaining in half number 1. Again, the final here tonight, it's 2-0. The Royals knocking off the Pirates. This is the Riverview Health postgame show on KROX Radio and KROX TV.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
You deserve.
Here with head coach Lon Boyk. Lon, another tough loss, but you guys played well defensively. It just seemed like you couldn't get going on the offense.
Yeah, that's, it's been a thing this year, and, it was an interesting game from the standpoint of, our guys were frustrated with some things in the first half, and mostly legal things, but we got called for some things that were kind of questionable, and that got them frustrated a little bit. But, despite everything, it was still only a 1-0 game at halftime.
We did see Reggie Windjum throw on the player's jersey. We talked about that in the pregame show a little bit. Was he excited to get out there?
Yeah, he was. We put Colton in there, and that was Colton's debut, as a goalie over there. So he made 1 save. So, he leads the state of Minnesota now in save percentage. So good for him. But I asked Reggie, you want to go in? He goes, yeah, I'll go. So we put him in there, and he was excited about that. And it was interesting to see him up there and what he did, and I thought he did some really good things.
Nolan Casavan also had another okay night defensively. Seemed like he was getting into the passing lanes.
Yeah, he did a nice job, and I thought most of those kids on the defensive line did a good job. And, we sometimes get out of position, and some of the two things when they scored those 2 goals, it was really lack of communication and nobody was really talking out there. And I don't know. It felt like we were getting beat 10-0, but you look at the score, it was 1-0 or 2-0. And I'm like, hey, we're really not out of the game, but we just couldn't generate any offense.
It just seemed like you guys couldn't get the ball over midfield.
Yeah, we struggled, and we got guys that are injuries. We have maybe one guy that might have a concussion, and McCody, our best defenders, hurt his ankle last night, and he couldn't really go today, and we got Jay gone. So we're missing, 3 or 4 quality players like that. It really makes a big difference.
Well, how do you plan to kind of compensate for those missing players?
Well, we hope they're healthy next week. So, but again, it comes down to some of the guys that came in off the bench. And I thought, at one point, I think we felt like we had our JV team out there going against their varsity because we were playing a lot of really young players at times. And I thought they performed well. And, for them to step in that moment to help us out, I was proud of them.
You guys have a little bit of a break before your next game. How are you going to use that break?
Well, first of all, we play East Grand Forks. So like I told the guys at the end here, I said, we really have 2 big games in the year. Well, 3 probably. East side, and then the playoffs. Because it's a big rivalry, and the kids get up for that. So we got to get everybody healthy, which I think by Thursday, hopefully we'll have everybody healthy and ready to play. And it's a home game, it's a night game, it's during homecoming, so it's kind of it'll be a fun week and a fun night to play, and I'm sure we'll have a good crowd. And so we just got to be ready for them and get everybody healthy. But we got to work. We got to score some goals. So we're gonna, we may have to flip flop some things in the lineup a little bit and move some players around. I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do that yet. I got to think about that.
Perfect, Coach. That's all the questions I have. Best of luck against East Grand Forks.
Thank you. You too.
All righty. That was head coach Lon Boink for the Crookston Pirates joining us on the post-game show. Congratulations, Coach. Now, again, just a tough loss. Not much that you can do offensively when the defense is just locking down the middle infield like that. It's just a rough night. Again, the final here tonight as the wind just took the wind took the door and ran away with it from head coach Lon Boink. Your final again here tonight, it's 2-0. The Watertown Royals knock off the Crookston Pirates, and as far as we can tell, the first time these two teams have ever played each other. We asked around, and we couldn't really find anything that said, no records. So the first ever meeting of these two teams, Watertown-Mayer traveling 4.5 hours to take a tour of the Minnesota Northwest and play all of the teams out here. Again, they played East Grand Forks last night. The final here again, once again, is 2-0. Final stats. 24 shots on for the Royals and 16 total saves for Crookston. 15 of those by Reggie Windjam, but he threw on a player's jersey, and Colton Osborne made his goaltender's debut here tonight for the Pirates and recorded 1 save, so 16 total saves. 4 corner kicks, all of them by the Royals, and just 3 shots for the Pirates, 1 save by Vincent Evans. The Crookston Pirates' next game, again, is on the 18th versus East Grand Forks. They do have a little bit of time to get healthy, hopefully get those missing key pieces back in their lineup. That'll be here at KROX Radio Stadium. Watertown's next game, that's on the 16th on the road against Jordan. Windjam, again, with 15 saves. And that is your final. On your Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, once again, the final here tonight's 2-0. Watertown-Mayer Royals knock off the Pirates. Over in Montana, North Dakota, the Fighting Hawks lead the Montana Grizz 13-7, with the Grizz scoring just as time expired on the clock in that first quarter. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley in girls soccer, they knock off the Crookston Pirates 5-0. In college volleyball, UMC traveling to Mankato to play in the Maverick Invite. They went 2-2 with wins against Upper Iowa University and Lake Superior State University, but losses, both of them sweeps, to Chadron State University and Quincy. Again, the final here tonight is 2-0. From all of us up here in the booth across this very long day, I've been Liam Stats. You heard Gabe Bishop earlier in the day. He called the Crookston Pirate Girls Soccer team. We had Blake Fee on our camera and producer side of things, and Chris Fee writing the stories, taking the pictures, and making everything look nice. Once again, the final here is 2-0. This has been KROX Radio and KROX TV saying good night and have a good day.